Hello, hello. Welcome to the podcast ever, powered by StreamYard.
The subscription ran out.
Huh?
The subscription ran out.
Yeah, we're going broke this year. We're broke maxing this year, guys. We're not going into debt.
Not wow.
Well, maybe.
Did we not have that before? The trademark?
No, we were rich before.
Oh.
We had money. We had that Arab money.
Yeah.
We're getting out of money. Okay. We're back, guys. And we brought the Turk.
The picture change. What is that?
Yeah, because, well, if Mr. Greg wants to reveal his photo first before we get into that. I don't know if
It's
he does.
kind of amazing how we all managed to fit the theme without even knowing.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great. Hold on.
Aguro? What's coming?
Yeah, please be a Euro.
Shit. Give me a sec. I always forget how to do this shit.
Oh my
Wait.
god, how is that hard?
Listen, man.
Maybe like Vlad the Impaler, perhaps? What's coming? Oh, okay.
It's kind of great that you predicted that too.
Let's go.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, here's the thing before we even get into the show. Mr. Greg and I were talking with a different Turk the other night, and we came to the discovery that they have a drink in which it's just sour yogurt mixed with water and salt.
Yeah, that's iron.
And it can be
And carbonated.
carbonated. It literally
Yes.
made me dry heave, like unironically. First time in my life, I think, that I had actually like started almost vomiting at the thought of a food.
No, it's actually great.
And
When you
I've
mix
heard
it
of
with-
Haitian dirt cookies, and this is the thing that made me almost vomit.
What's that?
Haitian dirt cookies. I said I've heard of that before. That didn't make me almost vomit, but the thought of carbonated sour yogurt water, yeah, almost made me did. Almost made me throw up.
It's not sour water, to be exact. Like it's basically Greek yogurt. That's what you guys call it, and you mix it with salt and water. Well, in this case, you don't have to add water. You can just use mineral water.
But you know what I'm thinking of? You know that water that like collects at the top of yogurt?
Isn't that whey?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like I'm just thinking of that.
No.
I'm thinking of that with salt in it and maybe carbonated.
You never drank whey before?
That's not even a good thought either. I mix it in. You mean whey like just protein powder in general, or
No, I mean like you drink whey. Like you drink the liquid.
you do that?
I've done it before.
It's disgusting.
What I used to do is there was one time in particular actually where I was really trying to get the most out of a gym session. So I had a glass of milk that I of course fortified with maple syrup and honey. And then I think I added heavy whipping cream in it as well. And then to get even more protein, I added whey in there too. And I think I had like 1 or 2 glasses of this, and I had to like walk around and pace around my house for like a good 2 hours because I felt like I was going to throw up. So yeah.
Well, there you go.
Aside from that, what I would do is I just use I take like a teaspoon of it or something for like a shot of whey, and that
But
was
why?
because it's protein.
Is it
So?
flavored?
No, it's just whey.
Okay.
Man, at that point you just get a protein powder if you really like, want whey that bad.
Nah, they fuck it up. There's nothing better than straight from the source.
I mean, technically I can't argue with that logic, but flavor-wise it's just that is nasty.
Yeah.
Well, if this is the case, maybe I actually wouldn't hate Aryan, whatever.
Arian.
It's not Aryan.
It's
not
definitely not
Aryan.
bad.
But but
It's literally pronounced as I run. Like I ran.
Ayn Rand?
Like the verb run.
Do you think
Iran.
Ayn Rand would like Iron?
I don't.
Well, anyway, what do you have new for us, Turk?
Nothing new. Like, seriously, stop asking me that. I'm
Well, you
just
don't like
living
that question
life.
at the beginning?
No. Yeah. What am I supposed to answer? Like, let me ask the same question to you.
Okay.
Ask.
I've got something. Hold on.
Wait, but he didn't ask me.
He said he was going to
Well,
ask you, implying that he did ask it, but he didn't actually ask it.
Yeah, so I was waiting on him to do that real quick.
What
Did
was
he
the
forget the
question
question? There was this Kanye moment where he did the same thing. He was like being interviewed by somebody. I can't remember who it was at this point, but the guy was like asking him this question about like his comments on like slavery and stuff. And Kanye's like, nah, like he's like, we can go to break, you know, because Kanye wasn't answering right away. And he's like, nah, we're not going to do this here. We're not going to, I forgot if he mentioned like Jimmy Kimmel or whatever, but he's like, we're not going to Kimmel this situation. I'm a grown adult. I need time to think because you asked me a serious question. He's like, all right, that's fair enough. And then he's like, now repeat the question.
Well, you
I
don't have
remember
to
that
repeat
too.
the question. You can just answer it and we would know.
Well, you needed to ask me it because you told me you were going to, but I asked what's new with you. What do you have for us? You know?
Oh, what do you have for us?
Well,
I'm
tell
glad you
Mr. Turk.
asked.
Hey, he asked me.
I'm commandeering this ship. Anyway, I
What?
went to get to throw out the trash first of all, and then on the way, I felt a sharp pain, not a sharp pain, but hunger pains in my lower region, not that low, but like middle region.
Okay.
And I went to the Great Clown place and I ordered a quarter pounder, and they got rid of that deal on the app. By the way, it's kind of horrible. It's really bad because now I got to pay $6
How much is
for a
it?
single.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like 6 and change too. It's not even like 6 like clean, but whatever. Anyway, point is, I do the thing. I park there and I wait for these losers to give me my cheeseburger, and I'm sitting there for like 15 minutes. And I'm about to get out of my car. And then I see the broad coming over, and she was actually really nice. So I didn't give her attitude. So like, all right, you know, whatever. It's not her fault that these retards in the back can't cook a fucking hamburger that was ordered 20 minutes beforehand. Jesus Christ. But anyway, I got home, ate the cheeseburger, and started watching a long video on Romanian-Hungarian politics, which inspired me to take on the moniker of Greg the Impaler, because we don't take kindly to foreigners in Europe. That's a joke for YouTube, by the way. Anyway, I finished a cheeseburger, and I'm still very much not satisfied in my middle region, known as a stomach, colloquially. So what I did was I had some really old leftover coquito, and I threw some of that in a cup with with some milk, with some, what is this, cloves, cinnamon, nutmeg, and then agave nectar and maple syrup, and I stirred it all together. Here, you can like, I'll get you some ASMR here.
I hate it.
Drive an omelet insane.
It's not
Anyway,
ASMR.
it
Well,
is.
what does
That's
ASMR
exactly.
actually even stand for?
Let me finish a story, nigga. Anyway, so I'm drinking that, and it's great. It's tastes like watered down eggnog, but you know, whatever. There was a lot of rum in the coquito, so that kind of works out. I'm not trying to get plastered today.
Well, anyway,
Nice.
I was gonna tell Mr. Wager over here that I had gotten
You just butchered the name.
no, I didn't.
Well, go on.
You
Okay.
didn't. Anyway, I know what I'm doing. I had recently purchased 15 pounds of gummy bears, and I'm eating
15
some right now.
pounds.
15
pounds
pounds.
of gummy bear.
You have
15
mentioned
pounds
that
of gummy bears.
previously.
Well, that's for the viewers. That's new for them.
Okay. Would you
Yeah.
care to tell us why you did that?
I don't even know what he's referring to because what happens outside of this show?
Nothing.
I'm not aware of anything happening outside of this show.
I wouldn't know. Well, okay.
Exactly.
What? Why did you buy 15 pounds of gummy bears?
To eat. I mean, I don't know. That's pretty
Obviously.
self-explanatory.
Okay, I used
What?
to eat those as a intra-workout snack, and they actually work out pretty great. But
I'm eating them as in between meal snack. Keep my
You
blood
don't get
sugar up
tired
during
of
the
that?
stream.
Don't they have like corn syrup in them?
No, this one it's glucose
I think they
syrup.
have sugar.
It's glucose syrup, sugar, gelatin, dextrose.
Hold on, what is glucose syrup?
It's from wheat or corn, but it's just glucose. I mean, they take out like it's not filled with starch.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know. That
Yeah, I mean
sounds
the
like corn
process
syrup.
that they use for it. It's pretty much just
Okay,
glucose.
because in Turkey, as far as I know, when they say corn or not corn, fructose or glucose syrup, that's usually derived from like wheat or corn. Pretty sure.
Yeah, but the processing method, I mean, they're pretty much just extracting the glucose itself.
Yeah, but wouldn't they say the same thing about fructose syrup?
Like high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, like because for the normie, high fructose corn syrup is just the fructose extracted from the corn. They don't know that there's residual starch in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, compositionally speaking, it is pretty much what they say it is. But yeah, I don't know. As far as like starch reaction, I don't really feel anything from these, so I'm just gonna go with it's good. But I mean, when I was asking, I was doing like research and then asking ChatGPT about actual extraction process, it was saying there shouldn't be much, if at all.
Yeah, but they'll probably say the same thing about high fructose corn syrup too.
There's only one way to find out. Is to ask it. But I don't know. I don't feel
What does
bloated
got?
after eating these. I don't feel bloated after eating these.
Well, there is also glucose listed in, for instance, Red Bull. What does that mean? Like
That's
straight up
true.
glucose?
Well, it's not glucose syrup. It's just glucose, apparently.
Yeah, it's just glucose. How's that work?
That's a great question. I might be being deceived here. Although I don't get crashes from Red Bull, like ever. So
Yeah, me
Yeah.
neither. I mean, it's not even a syrup. Like it couldn't be like it couldn't have anything to do with corn syrup, could it?
could.
I don't think so.
Well, the first thing I got on Google's AI is glucose syrup is also used in fake blood for movies and TV, which is typically corn syrup. So I don't know if that's a separate thing or if they're just kind of like saying it's the same shit.
I'm seeing here on the AI overview. It depends on the degree of hydrolysis.
You gonna break that down for us?
Pretty much, it depends on the purity that results from the extraction process. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know, but this still has a good amount of sugar in it because sugar's listed right after.
Fair enough, I guess.
So I mean, it's not like you're
But
drinking.
even in Red Bull, glucose comes after the sugar.
Yeah, so you're getting
Okay,
like a good amount of sugar with it.
I asked OpenAI and it said the glucose in Red Bull may be added in pure form, often derived from corn or other sources of starch as an additional energy source. So, like, yeah, it might be derived from corn, which is unfortunate.
Well, anyway,
it might not.
But that raises another question, and it might have something to do with what Ahmed talked about. Like, it doesn't have to include the starch.
Yeah.
We gotta look that up.
This is all confusing.
I'm just kind of going based on how I feel when I consume these things.
I mean, that's not a horrible idea because you can, at least I can definitely feel when I have like a larger starch presence in my diet versus not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like night and day.
All right. So here's the thing. Oh, what was I going to mention?
We're gonna play
I
Tall
was going
Man.
to say something after the. Huh?
Are we gonna play Tall Man?
What is
What
that?
is that?
It's a YouTube game.
Is that like one of those like ones
Yeah.
where you're running? Yeah, you're
We
running on
played
the
that one. It's the
on the
exact one you
platform.
played.
Yeah, you're trying to grow. I forgot the name.
Pause.
Well, that's part of my resolution. Well, two of my different resolutions have to do with growing for the year.
Uh-huh.
I had the resolutions. If the Turk hadn't heard, I have two resolutions involved with that. The first one is grow 3 inches,
Okay.
and the second one is grow 1 inch.
All right. How are you go? How are you gonna go about the first one? That's what I want to know. The former.
Probably dead hangs
3
and
inches.
use the bike machine and just like try and extend your legs as much as possible with the seat.
But that's only temporary, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so. I don't think you can
I don't
grow
think so.
tissue out of that.
I don't think so. I don't know.
It just, I think, mm,
I follow Height Optimized on Twitter. I think I know more. I don't know. He's just saying that, these are a lot of anecdotal stories of people that do grow from this stuff. So, I mean, they're just trying to figure out a way to do it minus, growth plates like already being like closed.
I thought you reopened them when you peed.
I don't know if you do.
Well,
Maybe hormonally.
I'm not so
if you
sure,
have the
but
right hormones, perhaps.
But you probably do want to do dead hangs regardless because injury prevention and yeah, mainly
That
that.
sounds like
Pete,
a skill
Pete
issue.
had
I've never been injured.
Pete had some like absurd height growth claim that he said he had when he took DHEA, but some people say that it's probably just because his posture became a lot better afterward.
Well,
Posture's a big part of it.
just because you didn't have any injuries doesn't mean you're not gonna have one. I'm getting injured constantly. It's not fun. That's one of
We were talking
the
about the height
main
growth.
reasons why I hate the gym.
We were talking about the
What's
height
that?
growth. What do you mean about getting or not getting injuries?
Oh, no, Greg just said it's a skill issue. I never get injured.
Oh. I mean, you need proper technique, of course, and not
It's
overusing
not
it.
only that. I think it's because I don't stretch often. I
Well,
probably
there you
should.
go. That's quite literally a skill issue then.
It
involves skill to know when to stretch.
So I
Pause.
don't stretch at all. Pause.
See, like my lats, especially my the left part of my body, the lats and the pecs, they often get pretty especially combined with bad posture while sitting, etc. Yeah, it's not good. But shoulder injuries are they're totally manageable. Like you just be careful for 2-3 weeks, then you're good. Elbows, on the other hand, or knees, good luck. There is no going back after you injure those.
That's why I have soup every night. Not every night, but frequently.
What soup? Bone marrow?
I'm glad you asked. I've been making a cream of mushroom soup recently.
What does that have to do with injury prevention?
Collagen from the broth.
But it's mushroom. Did they have?
But you add beef stock to it, or beef broth.
Okay. Doesn't that increase?
They come with beef broth.
Speaking of histamine, that is a good subject. How do you feel about DAO supplements?
DAL?
DAO, DAO, or I don't know how you say
DAO.
it. DAO.
I haven't looked too much into DAO supplements.
Okay, it might, as far as I understand, they might help with
histamine,
preventing the release of histamine.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
Yeah,
don't.
I mean-
worth to check out. Yeah.
I mean, also just keeping CO2 up, which involves just eating proper sugar,
Yeah.
would help.
But
But
I'm
anyway,
looking. Yeah, I'm probably gonna switch Parmesan cheese with mozzarella if I can find like a cheap one, a cheap brand.
I do enjoy mozzarella. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
mozzarella.
though, the only time I ever do get semi-injured at all is when I'm spotting a nigga doing a ridiculous weight that's out of my league or out of my level or whatever, and I'll get like a slight like strain in like the back, but then it'll go away after like a day, so it's like whatever.
But people have a very wrong idea about spotting. Like,
Yeah,
it shouldn't be. They're supposed to save you, not help you.
you mean like the spotter isn't supposed to take the entire weight?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
when they're clearly not going to do another rep, they're like, well, one more. Like, help me. Like, why? I'm going to do the rep, not you. Like, just unrack, take a couple breather, rest,
You should be like that one guy that does
live
like a
to fight another day.
do a ridiculous level of weight, and then like when you clearly can't do it, just be like, help me, bro, and then just go slack. Don't even like help him pull it up. Just have him pick up the whole weight.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why you'd be like, if you understand where you're failing, why would you try and go beyond that? Like essentially using somebody to try and give you like one drop set rep.
Pretty
See,
much.
if you want to do
Yeah,
that,
what the fuck?
you should either
I'm not
use
here
dumbbells.
I'm not here to be your fucking drop set.
See, that makes sense if you can just throw the weights to the side, like say you're doing dumbbell presses, or if you have a safety bar, like in a bench or like a squat rack, then you can go to failure without ever needing a spotter. It's 100% more reliable. But when you do that, because I had an accident, I almost fucking like ended myself doing bench press. So I don't ever bench without fucking safety bars, if I ever bench at all. But when somebody else asks me to spot them, all of that trauma comes to my imagination, and I'm like, bro, like I'm extremely like I just want to make sure, when should I come to help you? How many reps are you gonna do? Like, I'm about to, pull out a fucking contract to, give up all the responsibilities.
That's valid, because then you have to deal with the thing like when they're clearly not able to do it, and you help them
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like, bro, I got it. What are you doing, man? Or if
Because
you,
the
if
Just have
they,
like a written waiver. Just have like a written waiver to hand these people, like saying in the event that, I just don't feel like picking up the weight for you. It's on you.
I just don't feel like it, man.
Well,
I know
it's up to my discretion. It's really up to my discretion. So, that leaves a lot of opportunity for me to sort of just do what I want to do at that point. So, I mean, honestly, yeah, maybe I just don't feel like doing it. But if I really just see that you're going past how much I think you can do, and you're really just relying on me to like almost injure myself to help you, I'm just going to let you injure yourself or kill yourself. Oh, whoops. Can't say that. But
That reminds me. There was one time when I was first getting into like the gym. I went to the gym with one of my other buddies, and he's like, I had already built like a decent physique by that point, but I was still kind of like in the beginning stages of it. But he was like just getting into it, because I was like saying, "Oh, I go to the gym," and he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll go with you. It's on campus anyway." And there was one time where it wasn't even that I couldn't do the weight; it was that like I racked it up improperly, so one end of the bar was still loose, but I let go, so I was like, "Oh shit!" And he was just sitting there on his phone while I'm struggling to get the other half on, and then some guy comes over, helps me out. He's like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing? your buddy's just sitting there losing it." But
this reminds me, I was at and I remember what I was going to say earlier now, but I'll say it after this. So I was with Beard Guy, and we were hanging out at a burger spot nearby. And so we were eating, and there's this like lady with a kid in her arm and like a bunch of like, I don't know if she has like a purse or two in her other arm, but anyway, she's passing in between us and this table. And there's this chair, you know, at that other table that's like across from us. We're at like this booth, like a 2-person booth, where it would be like, you know, each person gets one seat on each side, so it's like small. But anyway, she's passing through this like little aisle section. She knocks over the chair, and it falls like a little more to my side, but it falls pretty much in between us. And as she's passing, I don't go to pick it up. I'm like eating my burger. I'm like, well, you know, I kind of want to enjoy this burger, so I just say, "Damn, that's crazy," just out loud. Which, you know, it's not that big of a restaurant and it's not too loud, so I'm sure she heard that. But then, you know, Beard Guy's just like kind of not even really paying attention, but then he realizes that she's going back to pick it up and he's like, I'll help you. Am I wrong for that?
You should have told him, no, that's crazy, bro. Let her fix it.
Am I wrong for that?
Cause a problem.
Yeah, I mean, either her or her kid. Either way, it's like, you know, I'm trying to enjoy my food here. I have to touch a chair that hit the floor now and then go back to eating.
You're using your hands to eat the burger too. Now you don't know what's on that chair. Now yeah.
Exactly. I don't want to have to go all the way to the bathroom to wash my hands because of this. I can't be bothered.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just said straight up. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And I'm sure she thought, because he said, yeah, you said that, like he told me afterward, he's like, you said that like pretty loud too. I'm like thinking, oh, so she probably heard me say that and thought like I was saying that about her leaving it there, which, you know, I guess that like kind of is like in the implication, but it was just more so damn. It was more so damn, that's crazy. Like, as in, it's not my problem. Like, I see it happen. It's really not my problem though, as opposed to saying like, it's crazy you left that like that. It was just more so, you know, damn, that's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
But
I was going to say,
so, no, hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Okay. So I was going to say the story I thought of, because you mentioned Coquito. You remember I was telling you about that story with Beard Guy and his girlfriend where she was like, you know, throwing a fit over some eggnog. He told me yesterday, he was like, yeah, bro, I tried that eggnog. It tasted like shit. He was telling me it was Coquito too. He was like, yeah, man, that wasn't even good. Like, I was like, to her, I was like, oh yeah, whatever, this is good. Yeah. But then he said he poured down the rest of it like down the sink after he had a glass. Like he had a glass and like sipped some. He said, oh yeah, that's good. That's good. And when she wasn't looking, he just fucking tossed it down the sink.
Dude, how do you mess that up?
I don't know, man. It just, he said it wasn't good. And he said she left the bottle there and no one in his family even drank it. Like nobody wanted it.
God damn.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I left like I bought this hot sauce bottle like years ago from an outlet mall, and then it was pretty good sauce, but you know, I brought it to his place when we were hanging out, and I accidentally left it in his fridge, and I come back to get it, and he's like, "Oh man, they already ate that." Like his family just ate it. I was like, okay. But you know, the thing is, you know, like for them, if they like something, clearly they're going to eat it, you know, or consume it. I mean, if nobody's drinking that, then clearly it did taste like shit.
It might have been spoiled. I don't know if that can happen with eggnog.
No, I don't even know if he would have said it was spoiled. It probably just like, it was probably, I think it was watery and just didn't like taste like much. Yeah. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
You were saying?
Oh, I was just going to say I don't do bench press anymore either. That's it.
I do chest press.
I'll do it like, I only do it when I'm going to the gym with another guy. Pause. And they want to do it.
Well, yeah.
Why was there a pause for that?
Because I said I'm going to the gym with another guy.
Yeah.
Pause. You gotta,
I mean,
you know, leave no stone unturned.
Okay.
Okay.
I remember saying that for when Clay and I were hanging out at oh wow, I just said that. Okay. Well, my friend and I were hanging out at like a restaurant, and you were like, you were saying, oh wow, you're gonna say that's sus? Like, you know, I was like, yeah, I mean, people say that sometimes.
Nah, you need more context for that.
Okay.
That was funny though. The guy that I go to the gym with, we went to a restaurant and he saw these two less than masculine looking men waiting for like to get a seat or whatever, and we're at the bar eating. And he's like, dude, that's so weird. Two guys going to a restaurant by themselves. And I was like, would it be better or worse if there was like a third guy? Well, no, if it's the third guy, then it would be like two buddy. It would be a group of friends. It's a little bit better. And then he like stops and realizes what he said. He's like, oh shit, because it was just me and him there. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, see, why do people think this about when they see other people doing it, but then like you do it and it's normal, right?
I don't know.
Why does
Well,
it
to
look
be
off
fair,
to
the guys in question did look, yeah.
Well, I'm not saying them specifically, you know, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any real reason to jump to that conclusion without any supporting evidence.
Okay, so I have a story because, you know, we have to start with our stories, guys. We have to start getting into our topics here.
Hold on. It
Hey.
sounded like Mr. Turk had something he wanted to say before I cut him off.
I kind of just forgot.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to say my story, okay? Anyway.
Wow.
So
okay.
Here's the thing. I had a set of resolutions that I had a set of resolutions that I presented in it wasn't last episode. No, it was last episode because we did Christmas and the New Year's. Okay, so I had a set of resolutions, and my last resolution was to eat more pickles and corned beef because, you know, your boy has a Reuben fixation. Your boy had a craving. I had a craving. I ate it. But that's beyond the plot here, okay? Here's the plot. Your boy, me, I wanted to go get one. So I was like, okay, well, I know Publix, like they say on their website that, you know, you can just get one from there and you can get the rye bread. I was like, okay, let me go get that. I go to one that is like, it's like this like more redesigned looking one. It's like a newer style for them. So I go there first. And so I see this Caribbean woman behind the counter, and I'm like, okay, well, she's making the sandwiches, whatever. And so I speak to her, and she's like, I forgot how she started it, but she's like, well, what can I get for you? Like, no, that was too Arab. How do I do the fucking Caribbean accent? What can I get for you? I don't know. That was terrible.
Jamaican or Haitian or what?
I don't even remember how it was. It wasn't even like maybe Jamaican. I don't know.
What can we get for you?
That sounded like, aside from the me, that sounded just more like Scottish there.
What can we get for you?
Yeah, right. Okay, so I guess should I just go with that for her accent?
You just give her like the most inaccurate accent possible. Give her like a Russian accent.
What can I get for you? And so
it's more British.
So I say, this is what I want. I say, I want a Reuben. And she's like, okay, so I'll try and do her accent a little better now. She's like, okay, I need the corned beef. I need corned beef. I need corned beef. And she's saying that to like the lady working at the deli. Like, you know, she's working at the deli, but she's saying that's the lady like further back. I need corned beef. And so the lady's like working on it. She's like yelling at her because the first time she said it, she didn't start. And so then she's like just waiting. She's like, I need to wait for the corned beef. And then she says to me, she says, okay, what type of bread do you want? That didn't even sound right. But I was like, yeah, I want rye. She pulls out this long white piece of bread. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not what I asked for. And she starts cutting it open. I'm like, is she making my sandwich or what? Because when I got in there, she was already cutting open these other two white bread sandwiches, you know, these sandwich rolls. And I was like, okay, well, that's clearly for another order. So she starts doing it. Then she puts the corned beef in there. I'm like, wait a minute, what? And then she's like, what kind of cheese do you want? I'm like, I wanted the rye bread. She's like, oh, you have to go to the bakery for that. She's like, you have to go get this is the way she said it. I couldn't understand what she was saying at the time. She's like, you have to get the mamba bread. I was like, what? I have to get what? And she's like, yeah, you got to go get the mamba bread. I was like, what? Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go to the bakery and get that. So I go and I'm like, what the fuck was she asking me to get? I don't understand. So I go to the bakery, but there's like nobody at the front. And there's some lady like way in the back that I can't even like shout out to come over because she looks like there's like a lot of noise back there. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to leave. And so the lady already had my sandwich, you know, like beginning to be prepared. But I was like, yeah, I really can't be bothered to go back and tell her I don't want it anymore. I mean, they were probably going to throw it out anyway, either way, if I don't show up or if they just, you know, whatever. I don't care if they throw it away at this point because I didn't want that bread. So I leave and I'm like, okay, well, what's my solution now? But here's the thing. There's actually another Publix in the area. So I was like, okay, let me go to that one. And so what I was saying to myself, because, you know, this is The fact is that her accent was making it harder for this transaction to be comfortable for me, as far as like, not annoying, like a pleasurable experience. It was a little more difficult with like, it seemed like there was a language barrier despite her, she can speak English somewhat, but this incomprehensibility was really throwing me off. So what I said to myself in the car on the way there, I was like, I need some white people to help me.
You said that?
Yeah, I said that to myself.
Oh,
so
okay.
what I do is I go to the other one, hoping that your average Publix worker, that at least in the past decade, for what your average Publix worker has been, I'm like, I hope they're there. And so I go, but I find Hispanic people behind the counter. So I was like, okay, well,
what kind of Hispanic are we talking here?
What do you mean?
Well,
this matters. This really does matter.
I'm not exactly sure, because maybe some sort of South or Central American or something like that, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't rely on South Americans for that.
It was something like I can't tell 100%, but anyway, because there were two people. There was like a girl and a guy, and they looked like they could have been related, but at the same time, it's like they didn't have like the exact same sort of like physiognomy. I don't know. It was weird, but I go up to the guy, and he's like, but here's what it is. He's like, hey man, what do you want? It was like perfect.
Like that.
It was like perfect English. I was like, wait a minute.
Damn.
Cool. So I was like, yeah, man, I just want a Reuben on rye, no dressing. He's like, oh, okay. And so he was like, okay, well, let me get the corned beef ready first. And then he said, you want a no dressing? I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, well, now I'm going to go get the bread real quick. And then he comes back. But here's the thing. First of all, it took a long time. I mean, they did have some orders before me, but it seemed like it should have been clear enough for him to have already like gotten some of this stuff together. I was like, okay, I was just waiting here for a while on, I don't know what else they're processing or something, but I stood there for like 5 to 10 minutes. There was some lady in line, this like older white woman with these like probably A40 or A10 eyes or something like that. And she starts asking me about the Reuben I got. Well, I just wanted to give a description of her. But anyway, she starts asking me about the Reuben I got. And I was like, yeah, they have that here. She's like, oh, I didn't know you could get that. I was like, yeah, you just got to ask for the bread. She's like, that's interesting. So I'm asking her about her sandwich, and she's like, oh yeah, my son likes this one. He takes this all the time with him. I'm like, oh, cool. So, we're having a normal people conversation here. You don't get a lot of that these days. I thought it was wholesome. But anyway, the guy comes back, and then after this like 5 to 10 minute wait, he's like, yeah, I don't have the bread. It's like, you don't have the bread. I think I'm good. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm all right. So I just left. He was like surprised I didn't want anything else. He's like, yeah, can I get you something else? I was like, no.
It's a man that knows what he wants.
Yeah, I didn't want that. But you see, the thing is like, man, these like my shopping experience overall has changed in the past few years. I guess I'll just put it this way. It's like people are in the way more than they used to be. And it seems like, things have become a lot more of an inconvenience because it's harder to get around when people just kind of like aren't paying attention to their surroundings. There was like this chick on a mobility scooter. Yeah, I'm just going to say that. She was on a mobility scooter, and I was trying to get around her, and she was like perfectly in the middle of the fucking aisle to the point where I couldn't like get past her until she until I was kind of like, drawing my attention to myself so she'd notice and like get out of the way. But anyway, and like I was saying this before, I don't know if I said that on here, but like the Walmart I go to now is like all like people that don't speak any English. They all speak just Spanish. And so like if you ask for something in English, they'll like give you their phones so that you can type it in so they can find it.
Bro, where the fuck do you even live? How was that?
That's a great question to not answer on here. And but anyway, point being,
I know, but
point being is like, things have changed a bit in the past few years, a bit. But anyway, that definitely changed how my experience went down at that Publix for at least the first one. But anyway, I just went to get a burger that night because I was like, I guess I just have to do this because my other option was Culver's, but I'm not going to Culver's for for a Reuben.
They have Reubens?
I saw on their website, on the menu on their website. But then I looked at the menu, like the one that actually, I think if I looked it up, I was able to find it still. I was just like one time I was having a problem finding it. But anyways, I was like, I haven't eaten at a Culver's before. I've just had some of their like shakes. So I'm like, I don't really want to try my luck at a Culver's. And I'm definitely not going to Arby's, even if they have one. I don't care. Because I remember I went to Zaria's house. I was trying to get a Reuben. Yeah, I was trying to get a Reuben that day too. I was really hungry. But he was like, oh, bro, yeah, like you would have to go to Culver's or like Arby's, but they're like far from here. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, I guess I won't, neither of those options sounds good enough to drive to anyway. I did end up getting a Reuben, not from any of these places, but like some other place that I don't know. I don't know if it's local. I have to look it up. But anyway, it was pretty good. Let me see. It might be international based on the
international love.
Let me make sure.
Pitbull reference.
She put it
I'm
down
only
like
seeing like 2 locations. Oh wait, no, it's at least throughout the state. Oh, it's everywhere. Okay, look at that. At least in the I mean, I can see this in a lot of places actually. McAllister's is the place that had it. McAllister's Deli. It was pretty good. No dressing. And I had my own pickle. I guess it was supposed to come with a pickle, but I didn't get the pickle, so I got my own pickle. Pause.
Yeah. Listen, I don't play football, but I've touched down everywhere. Everywhere?
Huh?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I don't play baseball, but I've hit a home run everywhere. Everywhere.
Mr. Greg, have you found your shopping experience inhibited at all, now versus in the past?
Well, I go to one store for pretty much everything, so no, not really. Wait. Okay, so here's what happens in terms of like buying like groceries and like items like material items and shit like that. I usually go to one grocery store. I have the one other place if I need that specific brand of heavy whipping cream. And if bad comes to absolute worst, which is basically every time I run out of liver, I go to Walmart, and I always use the self-checkout because I know exactly what I want, exactly how much it costs, and I want to get the fuck out of there as soon as humanly possible. But to answer your question, it depends on where I go. It's Walmart specifically, and I hate it for that exact reason. Although it's not Hispanics, it's usually like never mind. It's a problem. But in terms of like buying like physical materials that I use for specific purposes that isn't like food or whatever, I usually just buy it on Amazon or whatever website is the brand are known for selling that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I don't do I get the whole Amazon's killing physical stores, and it's like, well, it might not be their fault because of like all the other influences on the market, but damn, do I not give a shit if I can avoid going to a Walmart and not having somebody that speaks fucking English?
Damn, that's crazy. Something so convenient as opposed to something so inconvenient is making that inconvenient thing less popular. Wow. I can't believe that.
I couldn't even imagine.
Now, okay, Amazon is like one company, obviously like dominance in the market. It's not just natural to be like the one company in the market dominating it like this much. But as a service, like as an idea, like that makes sense as to why more people are opting in for that.
Well, they work with other companies, so it's not like they're selling everything. Like, I'm sure they get a cut out of it, but like you can find stores within Amazon. So it's almost like a mega mall, basically. And I will say, when I go to like outlets and malls, I don't really have that issue as much, which is rare. Not because of that issue, but just because I don't buy shit in person anymore, really.
Yeah. You got any thoughts on this wigger? clearly he doesn't.
Yeah. But I really like the way you say my name, though. Please mention it more often.
Okay. Now, Greg, I think you're due to tell a story that you hadn't presented last time that you had forgotten about, having to do with a spider.
Oh yeah. Damn. All right,
What
let's see if I
about it?
remember everything. Because that's been a while.
Now, how interesting was it?
Well, it took up a good chunk of my day, so
Oh,
I thought
it was like a
interesting.
bottle episode.
Bottle episode.
Yeah, you know, you were in your house all day doing like in one location. You filmed the whole episode in one location to save some money during the season.
That's what they call that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, regardless.
They write an episode that takes place in basically like one room or one location the whole time.
Like that Charlie episode for the Super Bowl?
Pretty much. I mean, didn't they flip between the Super Bowl in that episode, or was that just like yeah, no, it was a two-parter where I think they still flipped.
Yeah.
But pretty much both of them pretty much had their own location that they were stuck to. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's exactly like that. You know, usually it's like you're actually just in one location specifically, like the one where Walter White was trying to kill that fly.
The fly episode.
Yeah.
Well, I've had that happen with a mosquito.
Well, then you're gonna love this
Well,
story.
Greg's about to tell us his story with the spider.
It's a traumatic experience, though. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it. Go ahead, please.
Go ahead, bro.
Let me set the stage. So I forgot exactly what. Oh, I was going in to check like some audio shit in my car speakers because my my headphones are less than accurate on certain things. But anyway, I went into my car to do that, and I did what I had to do. And as I was getting ready to leave to go back upstairs or go to my apartment or whatever, I noticed, like, as I'm getting out of the car, that on my rear view window, there's just a spider there, a brown spider, not too big, but, you know, enough to annoy me. And I'm like, oh, shit, I got to kill that nigga. But the problem is, wow, I like how you just remember that now. The problem is, it was on the rear view window. So, you know, usually what I do when I kill spiders is blunt force execution, whether it's like my hand, like a blunt object, a ruler, my phone, something like that. But I don't know how strong those mirrors are. I don't want to lose a rear view mirror just because there's a fucking spider on it. So I'm like, okay, what can I do here? So my initial thought was, because I'm lazy and I knew this was going to take a while and be kind of annoying to deal with, was it'll die eventually. But that's not the case. They can live in your car for a long time and lay eggs and shit. And then one day you're just like driving, and depending on where it is, you just see a bunch of tiny spiders coming in. That's hell. I don't want to deal with that. I asked my friends about what to do, and they're like, yeah, you should just burn the car, get a new one. I'm like, you know, at this point, this was like halfway through it. I'm kind of
practical solution.
It's not the worst idea. But anyway, what I did was I had like a piece of mail or whatever in my car. So I tried using that to like scrape it off the mirror and onto like the envelope or whatever the fuck it was. And then from there, I can either throw it on the ground or like stomp on it or whatever. But what happened was it got on the back side of the rear view mirror, and I was in the same position. And I forget exactly how I got to the next position. But then what happened was it like fell on the what do you call that? Where you like switch gears and like where the cup holders are, like the middle section. And I was like trying frantically to bash that nigga in. Pause. With like what did I have? I think I had like a ruler or something like that. And then also my fist. But this guy was evading everything. Like, you know, like when you try to kill something that's so small with like a blunt thing, like your shoe or whatever, but because it's so small, it like doesn't get hit by the actual impact of it. It was like that basically. And also I was doing it really fast because because I wanted that shit gone. So what happens is it crawls into the air vent of like the central AC area for like the front seat area. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Dude, he's like stuck in there. There's no way I can get that. I even tried thinking about it. This is what took up the most time, was figuring out a way to like kill him when he's in the fucking AC vent. Because if you use like first of all, the vents are really narrow. So I have to use like something that's like a stabbing item. But the other thing is the AC vents don't have like a back wall because the air is coming from like somewhere else. So there wouldn't be anything for me to push up against to stab it with. So I'd just be like kind of like aimlessly stabbing in air, and there's no way that would have killed it.
Turn on the AC, bro.
So here's what happened. What I did was...
Turn on the heater. Turn that nigga into some Swiss cheese. Turn on that heater, boy.
I actually looked that up. You need to have that at like inhuman levels of heat to kill a spider. Yeah, I've tried everything. So what I did was instead, I closed the vents so he couldn't escape. And I froze that nigga. I put my AC as low as it could go and as high as the vents could go in terms of like output. And I saw him like kind of like not cocoon, but like just go limp. So like, oh, okay, this guy's dead. So then in the expected victory fashion, I decided, well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get a quarter pounder. So I drive to McDonald's, get a quarter pounder, and as I'm on the way back, driving to my place, I still have the air like full blast and everything too. I see that guy's body like coming out of the air vent. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't like drive off the road or anything like that, but that shit was less than satisfying. So what I did is I turned down the output of the air, and I was back in the same position in the exact same parking spot too. And I'm thinking, okay, well, the cold clearly didn't kill it, and now it's stuck in the AC. And I even used like my phone like flashlight thing to look at it, and I could see it like slowly uncurling its legs, just sitting in the back of that AC vent. And I'm like, oh shit, that's some Tolkien like evil imagery there. I don't want that thing in my car, but there's no way for me to get it for sure without without burning my car or something like that. But then I had the idea of using one of those like vacuums things at the that they have at gas stations to like clean your car. The only thing is, I remember I used that to actually clean my car once, and the suction was like way weaker than I would have anticipated, and didn't really do much. It did a little bit, but it didn't do as much as I would hope it would. So I was like, okay, that's kind of the last option I've got. So I start. I think I was getting ready to start driving. And I saw it moving, so I put the air on again, like full blast and everything. And then as I was like getting ready to start driving, before I move into like reverse or whatever, I see its body coming out like frozen in hibernation again. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the moment. This is the moment where I vanquish the foul beast and remove it from my property, Hoppian style. And what I do is, as I see it coming out, like its lifeless body, it's still alive, obviously. I forget exactly what I do. I think I like grabbed it because like when I turned off the air to try and grab it, it went back into the vent. It was like in a position where it was way closer. So I had these scissors that I was going to use to stab it to death. So I used the scissors to grab it like tweezers or whatever. And then from there, I throw it on the pavement outside and I stomp on it for like a good 2 minutes. And then that was the end of it. But so to give some context, I got in my car at like 1 p.m. that day, and I didn't finish that killing that thing until like 5. So that was like a whole day affair.
Yeah, when you put it in the cold, you just made him. You gave him some hypothermia, but then he rewarmed up.
Yeah, it was like a multi-chapter struggle.
Yeah.
I also forgot to mention with the gummy bears, they're heated during the process, like during making them. They're basically cooking the starch. Like the soda, that's not really something that you necessarily get from that. So I think that might also make the difference as far as like feeling better from gummy bears versus soda.
Fair enough.
Anyway. Yeah, I just thought of that during your story because I was eating the gummy bears again. So how about those fires in California?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what about that?
Forgot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Some people are posting those visuals of California saying fuck Israel. This is what they're doing to Palestine.
What?
Some Turks
I
think
almost thought that
that
was going
those
to go into
fire
a different
burnings.
direction.
No.
I saw that going somewhere else.
Some Turks think those visuals of forest burning are from Gaza,
Mm,
and are
okay.
reposting those.
That's a lot safer
those
of a
videos.
thing to talk about.
I mean,
Hey, look. All I'm going to say, those fires did not happen in the Middle East.
yeah. I know.
That's all I'm going to say.
Wasn't it that like the environmental regulations where they're not allowed to like upkeep the forest or whatever, even though they're known to be prone to fire? That's what did it.
I know that's been a problem for a while. Like whenever a new fire happens, it's like that's brought up. I was also hearing that like the trees they planted were like from Australia, and like they have like some sort of like highly flammable compound or something.
Well, that's not very environmentalist. It's an invasive species.
Yeah.
It was like eucalyptus. Hold on, let me look at that. I've been seeing memes about that.
What are those? What are those environmentalists saying in hindsight?
That's a good question, actually. I haven't
It's
heard
climate
anything.
change, man.
Are they
No,
still
it's just
doing
climate
that?
change. Come on.
Is that still a thing? I've not even heard that like
Hey,
recently.
you're a climate change denier?
I didn't say I denied it. I'm just asking if they're still doing it.
Apparently, there's an article saying scientists say fire-loving Tasmanian blue gums not to blame for LA fires. How convenient. Because on ABC News 2 days ago as well, there was also a video saying highly combustible Tasmanian gum trees caught up in LA blaze. Okay, so maybe the Australian, because there's like two articles and one of them's like an Australian, well, there's an article and a video, and then the article's from Australia, I guess, or something. It said Australian Broadcasting Corporation, so it's ABC, but abc.net.au. But basically, like that title alone tells me that because the title is "Scientists Say Fire-Loving Tasmanian Blue Gums Not to Blame for LA Fires," makes it sound like there could have been another source of the fire, and then regardless, the trees could have still made it worse because they could have also caught on fire.
The other thing I heard was that homeless people started to brush fire.
It says in the 1850s, eucalyptus trees were introduced to California by Australians during the California Gold Rush. It also says all eucalyptus species are prone to fire and should be removed or require significant maintenance within 100-foot structures to reduce wildfire hazards. This is from the firesafemarin.org. It's their article on eucalyptus. That's crazy.
So
it's almost as if they do have trees that are prone to fire, highly combustible trees.
So they deliberately planted trees that they know are incredibly dangerous in terms of like fires, like all over California.
You know, I don't know what they knew about the trees when they planted them in the 1850s. That's not my field of knowledge, but that's what they are, and they know now.
My claim wasn't that they knew that they were going to start fires, more that they deliberately did it for some reason, just because they were there.
I don't know.
Like my thing is, like, I know eucalyptus is a crop too. I don't know how useful it is, like objectively speaking, but other than that, like when I think of like settlers coming to like a new land, I don't usually think of them bringing like trees with them. That's not like a thing that usually you adapt to what's here already. And like if you have a specific crop, maybe it's usually food though that like is like good for like sustenance, like potatoes or whatever, you'll bring it over, but not a tree, just a tree. It's strange. Like usually you would import the eucalyptus in its like useful form from another place. You wouldn't bring the tree over. It's kind of strange.
You know, that's all beyond me. All I know is they need to get rid of those trees if they don't want those fires to continue.
It's a rare well, that's a common Australian L.
Here's something. We found I think I actually found the real source of the fires. There's a man that they interviewed about this. Hold on. Let me get this on. There's a man in California they interviewed about this, and he's a Hispanic looking man, so he tells the truth, of course.
Did you hear that?
I mean, you know, I don't know. Let's see what he says.
What?
But
have
you seen this
I've
video?
seen this one. Yeah. This is playing.
All right, we're just gonna watch to see what this guy blames. You know, this Hispanic man from California. He's closer to the source than we are. So let's listen to what his judgment is on this.
Why is there fire happening right now?
There are multiple fires that are taking place. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
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 The news though, you're supposed to know.
Well, I don't know how it started. We don't know how it started. There, you know,
I think
winds.
it's all the gay people in LA.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
We got the
Unacceptable. Gina,
Unacceptable.
Oh, okay.
Gina. What does she want to know about Gina?
China.
The simultaneous. Okay.
Anyway.
I mean, have they ruled it out?
All right.
Have they ruled it
That's
out?
enough. Well, she said it was unacceptable. So
Does
I don't
she
know if
mean
they
it's an
ruled it out, though,
unacceptable
per se.
theory, or it's unacceptable to say that theory? Those are two separate things.
Or is it unacceptable?
that is
gays
true.
do
That is true.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe she was saying it's unacceptable that the gay people did that.
I think that's the best.
That's actually an interesting theory there. That's an interesting interpretation. I hadn't heard that one.
You know,
Yeah.
you're right. It's just kind of unacceptable.
It went from them feeling like fire when they piss in the morning to them setting trees on fire. I mean, this is too much.
Ooh.
Maybe there was a gay man who, you know, his piss was on fire and he pissed on a house, not knowing that he would cause all of this. He's like, damn, I'm burning down there.
I'm burning down there.
Oh my God, this is too much. I just need to let it out.
Jesus.
Steven here.
Steven here.
Steven. All right. So I mean, I don't know. That's that I think we're making some breaking news here. That it might have actually been that they're setting things on fire, and that's unacceptable.
I mean, I would think
why
arson
them?
is unacceptable. It's illegal.
But why them? Why did they conspire to do this?
It's a great question. They're still looking for answers.
Well, let's think about this logically. What do gays and wood have to do with one another?
Oh man.
Probably like God punishing them.
For what? Why would he do
I
that?
mean, isn't it obvious?
For setting things on fire. That's why he's punished.
No,
now.
nigga.
Yeah, I mean, that is unacceptable. That's what God said too. Said
That's
unacceptable.
what I'm saying.
Okay. So
Is there something in the Ten Commandments against arson? I don't think there is.
really, let's pull
there
up the
what?
10 Commandments.
I don't think there's an anti-arson commandment.
Well, that might be true. Yeah.
Maybe he added it to he meant to make 11, But he's like, I only really have space for 10, so here you go. These are more important, I guess.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to see the commandments here for a second. Remember to keep holy the Sabbath.
Yeah.
Maybe that. Maybe the arson is work and they were doing it on a Saturday.
So
or
you
Sunday.
can't do arson on a
Whatever
Saturday.
you- Is it Sunday instead?
It's Sunday if
if
you're
we're talking
Christian. If you're Jewish,
why is there a disparity there?
They moved it.
It's Friday if
purpose?
you're a Muslim.
That's where the fuck did they get Friday from?
TGIF.
Thank God it's
sorry.
Friday. Let me go to the mosque.
TAIF. Thank Allah it's Friday.
My
They just
brother,
didn't want to work
it's
Friday.
Friday.
Here's the thing. I think I know what it is here. They understood that, okay, well, people already get Saturday and Sunday off. Why don't we make this a 3-day weekend? Why don't we get a 3-day weekend by just making it that too? So then we already get Saturday and Sunday off, and then we could just get Friday off on top of that. I don't know.
Muhammad
there
just
was some
wanted
sort of
like an extra
collusion.
long weekend.
Yeah, maybe there was some sort of collusion between the three, Abrahamic faiths, and they all just said, yeah, niggas really do need 3 days off a week. Why don't we set them all on different days?
It's like, you guys got
That's it.
Saturday, you guys got Sunday. All right, let's finish the trio, the trilogy here. Let's get the full weekend. All right.
Here's their favorite song. Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know about niggas. That slave trade was like crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's why there were Christians that argued against slavery at one point, as they say. They say we were the ones that got it ended in America by arguing against it. They said, "Give a
I have
nigga a
heard that
break."
lot, actually. That's what they said. Your Honor, give a nigga a break. And from
Why
that
not?
day forward, Abraham Lincoln was like, "Nah, yeah, that's right. We need to give niggas a break."
I actually have another video for us here. Here's something interesting. So, speaking of Sabbath, right? There are practices in which, no. There are practices that people of what?
It sounded like deriding. Like, no.
How so?
I just said how so.
Let's see. Okay. So, but there are practices that people of the Jewish faith must follow, And so, speaking of the commandments and following God's word, I thought this was interesting too. Here's how to keep your house kosher. Here's how to make your house kosher. Now, if somebody made your house unkosher, here's how to kosher it up. Let's take a look.
How does one make a kitchen kosher? Hi, my name is Hannah, and I'm a Hasidic Jew living in Florida.
Hannah?
Yeah, they really.
Why didn't you just say Hannah?
I mean,
I don't think there's a C in front of that.
It gets complicated with that sound.
We moved into a new apartment. Because the people before us did not keep a kosher home, Mayor and I needed to make all the appliances.
Is his name actually Mayor? Like Mayor, or is that just a subtitle issue?
I guess it's Mayor, yeah.
She said Mayor.
Kosher again. I want to make a disclaimer. Please do not do any of this on your own. This can be very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, and the laws are very detail-oriented, and you want to make sure that you did it right. We put towels around because this can get messy. He's pouring boiling hot water and then using an iron to get the countertops to a very hot temperature. This process is extracting any not kosher flavor that is in this counter.
Yeah, so they have to extract the non-kosher flavor. in the counter.
Dude, I don't think a Muslim family's doing this. I'm just saying.
You remember how like I posted that photo where it was like halal microwave, like don't microwave any non-halal foods. And it was kind of like we were talking about pork particles or like non-halal particles, like probably floating in the microwave, and that's why they say that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like quite literally that is the reason. Like, so they want to get rid of even. I don't even know how do you have flavors still in the counter when it's not like this isn't like made of wood or anything.
Couldn't you just wipe it?
They can't even touch the food.
Enough.
Dude, you don't
Like,
even
so
have
they
to touch
cannot-
the counter either. You could just use a towel.
Like when they
and
eat, yeah, when they eat
There's
out, they can't
ironing
eat from the same grill. Like would they have to eat like from a different grill?
Yes, I
Like
guess.
if they eat out of a
apparently.
restaurant, they can only eat salad at a restaurant or bread. Like they can't. I mean, even then, the oven would, because he's going to even do the oven here. So you can't have anything baked. Like, can you only have salad if you go outside, or what is it? Can
Why
they
would
not
you
eat
even go
out?
Well, if they're Hasidic, I would imagine they'd probably eat out less than most people, to be fair. But
Maybe they only eat at Hasidic restaurants.
you don't really see a lot of like kosher, like branded as like kosher restaurants, but they can eat at halal places, and there are a ton of those.
Okay, let's see.
It's only
they probably
hot
would.
food that can make a counter not kosher. And through
Eating hot food, but that counts as like bread. Bread is hot food. So
It is kosher.
anything baked is hot.
that same way, we extract the not kosher from the countertops. He's now sealing the counter.
Yeah. Well, okay. So what makes something non-kosher if it's not meat?
She said not kosher.
Yo, that hairline
It
is
should have been
crazy,
non-kosher.
by the way.
Do they all have that hairline? It's insane.
No. But I'm saying like what exactly constitutes as non-kosher food if it's like, not meat or something, like, can you have non-kosher bread versus bread and like all that?
That's a good. I think the kosher part in regards to food that is acceptable is only for like slaughtering.
Okay. I was,
So bread is bread, I
but
guess.
they also just like during like Passover and stuff, they're supposed to like not drink like soda because of like the corn or whatever or something like that.
Bruh.
I actually don't know about that one.
Let me look it up.
Let's just finish the video. I'm interested.
Well, it says here, according to most modern interpretations, hold on, I'm trying to look it up. It says, according to most modern interpretations,
So
corn is
delayed.
considered kosher for Passover.
It was delayed.
I don't know what okay. Am I still delayed?
No,
No.
like you
Okay.
aren't delayed, but your response to it was really delayed for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, here's what it says. Corn is, well, this is an AI overview. It says, according to most modern interpretations, corn is considered kosher for Passover. However, this is primarily based on the conservative and reform Jewish movements, as some Ashkenazi Jewish communities still traditionally avoid corn, considered kitniyat during Passover due to historical custom. Corn is categorized as kitniyat, a group of legumes and grains that some Ashkenazi Jews traditionally abstain from during Passover. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, man. It could be.
What's up, Mizrahi?
I
Don't-
really don't know anything between the differences of Jewish sects.
Okay, well, let's
I know
watch the video.
Hasidic
You're
and then Orthodox is more than them, I think. I could be wrong on that, actually.
Let's watch the video.
Tops with cold water so that the flavor doesn't just go back in. Moving on to the microwave, this process is a lot simpler.
Yes.
Fill up a kosher
No, sorry.
utensil with hot water and put it in for about 10 and a half minutes. And you've got a kosher microwave. Ovens need the highest level of heat.
Minutes.
Reason being, ovens can heat up to very high temperatures. And
What was that?
10 minutes?
Yeah, in the
a long
microwave.
time
I don't
for a
know. Maybe you let how does the steam coming out of a water bowl make it so that you have less of the non-kosher particles in there?
I have no idea.
have to get it very, very hot to extract the not kosher flavor. There are other ways of doing this part. Some people just turn their oven on self-clean for a whole bunch of hours or put their oven on a very, very high temperature. Wishing everybody a beautiful day.
This is so fucking stupid, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, don't disrespect the views of religions on this show.
All of them equally.
Oh well, I didn't say all that.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Are we still having a delay thing here? Because I turned off the video, so I don't know.
It wasn't a latency issue.
Wasn't
it was
latency.
a you issue.
He said the
me
thing,
issue.
and you kept talking, and then, like, in the middle of you talking for like 30 seconds after the fact, then you respond to what he said.
Maybe not 30 seconds, but at least 10 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, even after like that, it's just I say something, and sometimes there's like a gap before anybody says anything.
I like to think before I speak.
Yeah, but it's just so much like space. It's just weird. But anyway, let's see what we have here. So we're gonna.
Dude, is it really? Do you really
Okay, so
think?
what
Like, do they really think God gives a shit if like, like? Oh, there was bacon on this counter at some point in time. Now you put a plate with non-pork on it, therefore it's non-kosher. Like, you wash the dishes, nigga. You wipe the counter. It's fine.
Yeah, no. He just made the pork germs.
She's probably a genius, and she knew that it would go viral. And she probably wouldn't have done any of this, if it weren't for fucking TikTok.
No, you know what it is? It's that God made the pork particles resistant to soap and water. Any sort of antibacterial thing, it's not resistant because God put a curse on the pork particles to make it so that, you know, if you fail his test and eat some of it, you will die.
So then what's with the microwave then? It's still dirty.
What's with the fucking...
No, it was the steam. It cleared it out. They steamed it with the bowl. Now you see... But if you fail this test, maybe you won't die, but you're going to go straight to hell because you have the particles in your soul ingrained into it. It attaches to your soul. It's like every time you eat a particle, it's like a weight that like slightly drags you more down to hell.
It doesn't make much sense, dude.
Well, I'm trying to make it logically sound good for them. You know, here we go. I'm fixing their errors by making it make any sense as far as how you can integrate this into the lore.
So water itself isn't good enough, but water vapor is good enough.
It seems like it.
Okay. Oh man.
So here's something for you guys. Here's one for you. Huh? What else do I got? You asked me? I'm glad you ask. I'm glad you ask.
Bring it on.
I'm glad you ask. So Mr. Greg isn't too familiar himself. He says, you know, he's not a watcher, but Mr. Turk, are you familiar with a show called Impractical Jokers?
No.
You're not? Wow. That's crazy.
No.
Why are people not familiar with Impractical Jokers? You know, so here's the thing. They're a group of men on TV that do funny stuff, you know, in public. So they like, you know, do pranks and stuff, but it's sort of like, you know, they have the other guys talking to them, telling them what to do. So it's like, imagine like us two, Greg and I are like, we have like a microphone and we're speaking into an earpiece and you're interacting with people in public being filmed. And like, we tell you like, yeah, like get this, like lick this guy's face. Like they'll do some stupid shit like that. Like lick his head, like lick his bald head or something. And then, you know, the guy will have to do it. Part of the challenge. If he refuses, he loses. But if he does it, he wins, you know?
Okay.
So it's like weird stuff they do. Like they'll just like fuck with them. So they'll like tell them something they don't want to do and see if they actually do it. And so it's pretty funny. But you see, the thing is, I've been getting recommendations on Instagram of these guys who do like online presentations. And it seems like a perfect, like, like clone of Impractical Jokers. It seems like one for one, basically. Like they do the exact same premise, except Impractical Jokers did used to do like I would say not like super edgy, but like they definitely had some more to it back in the day compared to now. And these guys have brought the edginess. They brought Instagram humor to it, which is just racism. But we're going to see them do that in this video they made called well, actually we should pick which one we want to watch based on the thumbnail because there's a few of them. But they call the series "Presenting Offensive Companies to Strangers." So we're gonna I don't know if that's like the whole series, but that's like the sort of these ones that I see them clip from on Instagram, and that's pretty much they like do offensive slideshows. But here we go. So we're gonna look at these thumbnails here.
I think
see which one we like. The one.
I think I have seen some of these videos.
You probably have. So I might have
I sent you some of it, maybe, or you've just. But anyway.
But it's not called Impractical Jokers.
Is the app?
Well, no, he was saying that.
Yeah, Impractical Jokers is like a show on TV.
They're doing like a similar format, is what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why in the title it says "New Impractical Jokers?" ? Which could be confused with the fact that they've returned with more episodes now that they're like the Impractical Jokers themselves, which we could talk about that too. But first, let's watch one of these.
Let me take a selfie.
But
so,
speaking of Instagram, bro, what's up with your Instagram ads?
Yeah, it's some weird stuff. It is some weird stuff.
It is some weird stuff.
It's like AI porn. It's like AI porn. It's fucking like gambling ads. Like, you know, just, I mean, crazy stuff, dude.
You know, they say that the people you're friends with on Instagram influence your feed. I don't get that shit. I've never gotten that shit. Ever. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
you could play you could give yourself like a pass because your account is like relatively new.
Yeah.
Although you did build quite the algorithm already.
I surely did.
Brick by brick.
It is cooked.
Every time I see an ad, it's "nice try, Diddy" in the comments. So I don't know if there's some sort of thread there.
At first, it was just like the kind of like memeable ads where they try to make it like a skit or whatever. But now it's like every ad I see now, it's "nice try, Diddy."
Bro, sometimes I'll open like randomly Discord or Instagram in public, and God forbid I do that on a fucking public transport with all of those Africans, because like the first couple things I see are like George Droid. Sure.
Yeah, it's just like some construction in New York, and like there's like George Floyd in the actual little vehicle. In like the fucking forklift. And then there's like a bunch of imagery that maybe I shouldn't name specifically, but it has to do with guys with hats and Germans.
I can't paint.
Anyway.
I can't paint.
Which one do you guys want to watch?
How would I know?
I don't know. And just based on the thumbnail, which one would you click?
Let's do based on the views.
One.
What? You guys spoke at the same time.
What he said.
No, what did he say?
The most popular one based on the views.
Oh, so
is it the top
the first one then?
Okay, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, the first one seems to be the most popular. Okay. I swear we're gonna get an ad.
You're not using the right browser.
But YouTube is preventing ad blockers, I think.
They did work on me for a bit, but now they don't. It comes and goes. Like there's one day where it worked on my browser, and then it just stopped.
Okay, hold on. They don't even really have an intro, or unless they're gonna like come. I was saying that it looks like I don't even know if they have an intro unless they're just like flashing through like a funny scene in the video, but we're about to see.
Perhaps.
Our products. Eye contacts. These
Oh shit.
allow you to change real life surroundings. Now imagine you're on the subway. If you feel unsafe, just activate your eye contacts and everything will be fixed.
Did their skin color just change? We have a system to help Down syndrome.
It was literally Wigger on public transit. You need the eye contacts.
I too.
Elders, go for it.
You guys are full of what the is this for real?
Our African American patients love our fruit salads. Here's one of them. Disclaimer: everything said in this video is for
okay,
entertainment.
as for entertainment purposes only, blah blah blah.
This company's extremely offensive. After our presentation, the strangers will raise their hand if they would like to invest in our new company. And just like Impractical Jokers, whichever team
So
gets
even
the
straight up says just like Impractical Jokers, they're not even like trying to like just take the format and not really tell you we're doing this format. They're just like, yeah, guys, you've seen this show before. We're gonna do it exactly like them. I mean, at least they're honest, I guess. And if you listen to like the other guys talking, like because there will be like at least one or two guys presenting. See, this is how it is. It looks like they're teams of two. They're going to be two of them presenting in the Zoom call. And then it would seem that two of them are talking to them while they're doing that from another end, where the rest of the people in the call can't hear them, but the people actually doing the presentation can. So they might tell them to do something stupid or like just start laughing at whatever they see and just trying to get the other guys to crack.
fewest hands raised will face the ultimate punishment, wearing women's Hooters outfits and trying to earn $20 in public. Berserkenses are going.
Usually they don't tell you in Impractical Jokers what the exact punishment is until the end, but here I guess they want it for the clickbait, but it still is a 30-minute show, so I don't know. It's longer actually than Impractical Jokers episodes, which are like 20 minutes.
I think they should have saved it till the end.
First, and remember, they have no clue.
Yeah, they should have saved it till the end. I mean, I guess the surprise is still which team is going to have to do that. So there you go. But I don't know these guys, so why do I really care which one does it? But yeah, it's also funny that one of the guys is named Joe. And so like Impractical Jokers has a guy named Joe. So like whenever they're calling out Joe in the clips, they're like, look at Joe. And they say it exactly like fucking like Murr or something from the show, which you guys probably don't get the reference. But anyway, it's like, it's odd how much they actually do copy it. You were saying what?
I said I do.
Oh.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the Gentle Lodge, a luxury nursing home. Let's get started. Number 1, our patients. You can get us started.
Amputees. Our amputees find joy in roleplay because they get to take on a unique roles that others can't do. No leg? Like, say if they don't have a leg, be a pirate, because then they can be a pirate in our roleplay. And
tell Hakeem that he could do this too. Oh my god.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing that they are instructing them to do stuff as well.
Yes.
Hakeem, have you ever tried to be a pirate? No arms or legs? Chicken nugget.
Chicken
nugget.
That was crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Wouldn't this be a huge HIPAA violation? You're obviously not sharing real photos of people, right?
No, that's Bill.
Fucking Karen.
That's Bill right there, yeah.
That's a laugh. That's a laugh. By the way, we have a rule where if you break character by laughing, we subtract a hand from your total at the end of the round.
PTSD. Our PTSD patients are usually the easiest to deal with, except on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to see more offensive presentations here. It's not hitting as much, you know what I mean?
I've seen one with I've actually watched one of these guys' episodes. I should find that one. Offensive presentations. What was the name of the show again?
It's here, presenting offensive companies to strangers.
Okay.
He means like
The actual channel is called Family Friendly.
No. Okay, I found it.
Family Friendly.
They did one
Yeah.
of these guys.
Let's see if they
very
have any
dirty.
questions so far. What?
They did one of these guys very dirty. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
like one of the people in the call?
Now there is a delay, slightly, but there is a delay.
Any questions?
You should be a little bit more sensitive and a little bit more aware of the legalities that go into.
What do you mean? We're very sensitive. We've taken everything into precaution so far.
Well, you kicked it off with amputees, which straight out the gate is pretty.
That's nice of us. We made sure to cover every base.
We really try and make those patients with like kind of more irregular needs feel special. So we're trying to highlight that.
Let's differentiate special from special needs. How about that?
Go for that. Yeah, you do that, Queen.
Got you.
All right, let's go on to the next slide.
Epilepsy. We try our best to protect epileptic patients.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, African American? Hold on.
Wow.
See, this is what we come for, guys. This is what we come for.
We?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
KL knows something's coming.
All right.
Didn't Hakeem have an eye patch on? What happened to that?
Maybe
He didn't have an eye patch on there.
He seems to get rid of it.
At home, even when eating. Just check out some of our special dishes.
African American.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
KL knows something's coming.
Our African American patients love our fruit salads.
Oh god. Oh god.
Here's one of them. You want to the next? And then this one's really awesome. It's fried chicken.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to justify that as a fruit salad.
I have experience with nursing homes. There's no way that you guys have experience with nursing homes.
Yeah, I do.
We got 7 years.
7 years.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do, Gab.
Ew, what is happening down there with that like person in the left corner? Hold on.
There's no way that you guys have experience with nursing homes.
Yeah, I do.
Look at this person in the bottom left corner. Like, is she just calling like naked in her bed, like with like a?
Hakeem wrote something in the chat. Oh, what did he say?
These white boys are really, these white boys are really onto something. At least, what is that? At least you finna have fun in their nursing home. That's all I can read. At least you finna have fun in their nursing home. He's taking it serious.
You're gonna get
from the sound of it.
watermelon chicken.
7 years.
7 years.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do, Gab.
Yeah, but this Katie Arms chick, what is she doing, man? She's in bed, like, you know, under the covers. It's kind of strange.
She's just chilling.
But also just not very pleasing to look at.
We can go back and forth for the next 25 minutes until you pay me my money, but no, you don't.
I'm not going to take shit here, Gab.
McCain, if we could just finish the salad
Our
section.
other ethnicities...
Until you pay me my money. So do they pay, like, is this like a sort of focus group kind of thing where they pay people to listen to their ideas? Because that's what they do in Impractical Jokers. They have like focus group sessions. So I'm sure the show pays, like, you know, as if it's a focus group job. So I'm sure that's how they get people to come in here. I don't know if there's the same sort of like rules surrounding, maybe since it's not TV, you can just show people whether they want to be shown or not as far as like their cams, as opposed to TV where they have to get like a release form. Not sure.
Okay.
Love our other salad options as well.
No!
What?
Basically, you want to go to the next thing?
They didn't even know what to say.
Yeah, isn't it like they didn't say Haitian specifically? They just said African American salad.
Yeah, that one didn't. I mean, I guess they got it. before I
Mexican
did.
delicacies.
Let me see the top.
We went all out creating desserts to make all of our abuelas proud. And no, it's not a typical burrito. We are not racist.
Yeah, because I did actually just hear someone yell out, "Oh, can't wait to see the taco." So
Yeah, that
actually,
was racist on you, actually, if you think about it, because you assumed that. Introducing the Runswin Job.
Yes, 3 breaks.
Is that supposed to represent a wall and a river?
No, I don't think so. Joe, what did you do?
Oh my
No,
God.
you're supposed to. No, because you're letting the class go to.
I can't hold it together. Let's figure out how the dish in the name was inspired by the Mexican culture. Let's go on to the next slide here. That's the run right there. That's the swim. That's the swim. And that's John. Run, swim, John.
As a Mexican, I'm not offended. We got here some way. We either ran, we swam, or we jumped. We're
That's
here.
what I'm talking about.
Any questions so far?
Any questions so far?
Run across the desert, then swim.
Yeah, I don't know. They're having a little bit of a thing where, you know, they're presenting like pretty much the entire presentation, like piece by piece, you know, to fill 30 minutes. But, you know, in Impractical Jokers, they do a lot more cuts. You know, they have like, you know, just the good highlights. You know, I feel like you could condense this down to like maybe 15 minutes and it'd probably be a lot like more entertaining for people, because it's like you're reacting to every little thing. You're including every little comment. Like, you should really just be taking the highlights.
They may have shorts, like YouTube shorts.
They do. I mean, we found them from Instagram Reels, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's kind of, it's so much bloat. It's so bloated, you know? We're only like 6 minutes and a half in, and honestly, like, I feel like I could skip through a lot of it.
Yeah. All 3 of us come from a criminal past.
Okay.
But we left that life behind to start an honest business. We're sharing our crimes to show it's never too late to change. McCain, I'll let you handle your crimes.
Thank you. That's me, McCain. Accidental public nudity.
Okay. That is a pretty good joke.
I'm not going to get into that. We'll go on to the next. Intentional public
Okay. Okay. Not bad writing.
nudity. That one, you know.
Look at Joe.
Joe, here are yours.
A little bit of arson, but it was just a little. It was a cornfield.
What's a little?
Oh, so were you in California, Joe?
Exactly.
But
it was a cornfield, but it was a small cornfield. Like, it was like a little, you know.
Yeah.
A little bit of arson is a small cornfield.
And lastly, discrimination. We will leave that one up to guesses. Does anybody else want to admit anything? This is a safe space.
This is a safe space. Does anybody want to admit anything that they've done?
Call on Gabriella.
Anything to admit?
Yeah. Wait, really fast. Hakeem, I think we should switch to Gabriella. She looks like she has something to admit.
Are there? Oh, there are 2 Hakeems. Okay, that made
Yeah.
From the look of it. Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure. You know, they're pretty similar looking gentlemen, no?
Wow.
I can
But they
see
do have different settings.
similarities.
But, you know, I mean, come on. If you were to, well, this one looks more like Kendrick than this one does.
Yeah.
This one down here. Aw.
Mustard.
I wonder if they're gonna pay I wonder if they're gonna pay Gabriella, since it looks like she's like just leaving for the episode.
They probably signed a contract, right?
The safe space.
I don't know. Maybe they signed a contract where they have to sit through it, because otherwise somebody could cancel or just like sit through 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What is Katie Arms doing? She's just rolling up in the bed.
That's what I'm saying, man. She's like naked in bed. With a very supportive bed, may I add.
You gotta be casual. You don't want to scare off the pitchers.
Admit anything that they've done?
Call on Gabriella.
Anything to admit?
Yeah. Wait, really fast. Hakeem, I think we should switch to Gabriella. She looks like she has something to admit.
That's your face.
Maybe not.
Never mind. Okay.
No problem, Gabriella. But that's all in the past. Don't believe us? Check out our latest reviews.
Here's our website.
All right, Lamar did give us 2 stars, but I would say it was more of a fluke. He said, I'm more uncomfortable living in this retirement home than I was being a gay black man in the 60s. I don't know why you said that. You know, I didn't know the reviews were going to look like this. We're just going to go back to the presentation.
Can I read the other one? I didn't get to read mine.
I don't know if we should.
But it said my name. I've never seen that one.
Bro's just throwing himself under the bus.
McCain slipped something into my feeding tube and I was out for a week? Yo, Joe, can you delete that one off the site?
I'll terminate that one after. Jiang M said these
We got a
boys are
5-star. That's our first one.
These boys are not only nurses, but plumbers too. They really got my pipes flowing again. I think she means in her unit. Like
Oh my gosh,
in her...
KL's face.
Jesus.
Okay. Oh my God! Did you
What
see
is
that? Hold on.
Akeem, let's not be racist here, okay? It really offends me.
Kind of hard for the black guy to be.
It really offends me. Don't say that.
I'm signing with Hakeem here.
As a white male, it offends me. But that's not our only hood.
There's more?
Our other pages
No way.
Oh, no.
This might be the Dungeons and Dragons Club. I think because what they're doing is they're dressing up as wizards. Like they're all wizards in Dungeons and Dragons.
So a clan.
Gabrielle is
mages,
Clan of wizards.
maybe.
I like how they're just like, they're all kind of just laughing at it, except for, I guess she did come back, but Gabriella, but Hakeem over here is finding it funny.
Gabriella and Melissa. They don't seem.
They switched people or what? Or is he just talking to them?
Yeah, they switched.
The AI wheelchair. Our AI wheelchair moves you automatically by predicting where you want to go next. Okay, and I think you did this next part.
Yeah, so this is still glitchy as many old ladies roll into my room in the middle of the night. This happens quite a bit.
Look at Michelle, bro. She's dying.
Hey. No dentures. No.
Yo.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo.
Oh my.
Problems.
Oh my God. I forgot about this. I forgot about this.
Why are you laughing? Why is he laughing, dude?
I feel like, that was kind of, that was a lot to put in. I mean, it would have been funny. I mean, it was funny because, the shock value, but like, it still would have been funny if they just put in the words, no dentures, no problem. Like, and then you just kind of insinuate what happens from there. But, I guess, different style, I suppose.
Why is he laughing, bro?
One of you got touched as a kid because this is a little sick.
Huh?
Yo.
Wait, I have to go. I rebuke y'all.
Hello,
This
Hakeem.
is terrible.
Hi, Hakeem.
I love
We lost Hakeem, one of the Hakeems.
you.
But I'm still here. No.
No, there's two Hakeems. There's a pirate version.
See, even Hakeem didn't know there were two Hakeems. You can't blame a nigga for that.
Give a nigga a break.
Stop.
Yo, can we not talk like that? That's really rude, dude. That's really rude. God damn.
The bird trooper. Or as we like to think of it, always wash your vegetables.
Bingo.
Oh my
Bingo,
God.
Joe.
Oh my
Good
God.
one.
Oh my God.
Zip line. Our 1 mile long zip line helps transport seniors to the nearby rehab homes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
wow.
Oh,
Our only
forgot.
incident was a kid cutting the zip line while his grandpa was on it for.
Is that just like, some AI picture, or is this some event I'm missing where they just show it?
It's probably an AI
yeah.
photo.
I'm surprised you'd be able to make AI like, I mean, obviously you can get an uncensored model, but I'm just surprised these guys would figure out getting in a model where there was something you had to censor. I don't know. Kind of interesting, I suppose. Let's see what we have here.
There are always ways
A
around
group of people. That should be interesting.
Not Venice.
Dude, what the hell is that?
Sorry, legally, I do have to say this.
This class will be recorded and may be potentially posted online.
So by saying this class, you consent to record and post online. So this is Nathan and I's tech company, African Enterprises.
I already don't like the name.
Meet the founders. Our names are Bennett and Nathan. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Great to meet you guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Joe.
How's it going, Joe?
Nice to meet you, Joe.
How y'all doing?
How's it going, Bertrude?
Hi.
It's good to meet you.
Yeah, let's get it
Good to
all
meet you
out.
guys.
Let's all get comfortable here. We're brothers born and raised in South Africa. So
Now, see, it was racist to that lady to say she already didn't like the name, because what if these guys really were from South Africa?
Yeah, that's not
saw
a
somebody
South African
in the
accent.
chat, Sunshine T, said she didn't like the name.
They also have Malala down there.
Forgot about her.
Don't worry, Sunshine Tea. We're from there. It's nothing offensive like that, so you don't have to worry about that. And our goal is to change the world with our amazing inventions.
This is our products. Eye contacts. Using AI, we have made the first ever smart contacts. These allow you to change real life surroundings to make your day-to-day experience better.
This one's messed, bro.
Now imagine you're on the subway.
I guess this was from the beginning of the video rather than the other presentation. I was like, didn't they already do that one? I guess it's just these. Yeah, it's just these guys.
Right. If you feel unsafe, maybe, it depends your surroundings.
Yep.
Just activate your eye contacts and everything will be fixed.
He knows what's going to happen.
Okay. So
Oh no.
All better.
Did their skin color just change?
Oh my God. Oh, you guys are full of what the f- is this for real?
No, I think the slideshow.
It's only the white that get,
This is
I
terrible.
get mad.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, it was only like a white guy that got mad. Nobody else like said anything. Well, look, he's standing up for people that can't speak.
Yeah, in the previous one,
He's
was
standing
like
up for people that can't.
White currents.
He's standing up for people that can't speak for themselves. He's going,
Exactly.
white knight for these people because they're too afraid to say anything. They're like, I can't speak.
This is terrible. This is absolutely. This is not right.
That is very bad. That is very.
bro.
No, yeah, that is. I agree with you. That is terrible.
Let's move on. Any questions?
I have
I
a
agree.
question for Nathan.
Yes, Joe.
Do you feel unsafe in this call then?
No, this call is great. This call is fantastic.
I
I
feel
love
totally
Lawrence,
comfortable.
Brandon, everybody.
This is completely racist, dude. I hate to say. And it's two white guys having a thing called Africa Enterprises, and you just showed us both of those two slides like that. If you think there's
Nicholas, we're
Womp
from
womp.
South
that we're
Africa.
taking this seriously at this point,
They're gonna cancel on slide one.
Nicholas, we're both from South Africa. So you saying it's
We are.
offensive for us to name our company African Enterprises? I actually find that triggering myself, and that's very
my
offensive.
God.
You're being very
you're just
offensive
missing
right
the
now.
optics. You're missing. I'm being offended.
He's missing the optics. He needs the eye contacts.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's see what they're gonna pull up next because I guess they muted him.
Lady over here that you see. Hey, is that cute girl over there of age?
Hey, this is a good product.
Jesus Christ.
No, but I've added a 352-day counter to your calendar for when she will be. So
Dude, look at Nicholas. He just
obviously
fell
the
back.
AI
He just
knows.
fell back.
Let's move on here.
Oh my God.
What's going on, man?
Nathan, you act, what? Why did you add this? This wasn't there when I made this part.
Oh, I just thought it'd be a little oopsie daisy.
What?
Esther in the chat just said, so you're grooming.
We need one for body count though. Hey AI.
That's true.
What's her body count?
Exactly.
All right, let's go on.
So it also has an environmental scan. Now, we asked it to scan the audience members before the presentation, and here's what it found.
Look, he's bracing. Nathan's bracing.
First, our results. So this is a scan that it did on me. Rich, handsome, and muscular.
Think it's broken. You're not muscular, buddy.
Yeah,
Very much, guys.
Not even
I
close.
think
Not even close.
he's packing something.
Not even close.
Brandon, I'll beat the shit out of you.
I can bench 200, man. What the hell is that?
I'll slap the shit out of the nigga.
Only 200.
Only 200?
Brandon, I could bench
Come on,
300.
bro.
Anyways, I know you're jealous of my physique. Let's move on.
Wow, he's gonna get them against him.
Here is me. This is me. Millionaire, genius, racist.
That's insane.
Yeah. How's it going?
What's a racist?
Racist it's a French word for someone that likes to bake. It's like a baker, but in France, right?
Do you mean?
I don't think you would.
No. So racist is someone that likes to bake, and they specialize.
Why didn't he just say racist like he likes to drive cars? He likes to race cars.
I'm a
I
professional
thought he would
racist.
say that, but
Look at this.
oh,
They have
the
audience
audience
results.
Nicholas, our AI actually ran you through the system. It chose you at random, and it chose to say homeless, lazy, and filthy. Now, are these things true, Nicholas?
Oh, they're quite wrong, but that's okay.
Completely wrong. Okay, so Nathan,
I don't know. He needs to trim his facial hair a little bit. You know that it don't look right, boy.
That boy ain't
You don't
right.
look well kept.
Good to know. That's great. That's great data.
Oh, okay. It looks like so. Sunshine Tea was selected at random for a
Damn, look at that angle that they got, because like you see her. Yeah.
True, Nicholas.
Oh, they're quite wrong, but that's okay.
Completely wrong. Okay, so Nathan, there's things
Good to
we
know.
have
That's
tweet.
great. That's great data.
Oh,
Yeah, that's like crazy.
okay. It looks like
They got a crazy angle of this. I mean, she not that she looks great here. It's just
so. Sunshine Tea.
they really got like. I mean, did they edit this dude? Because this looks like weird. Turned her into like an old man.
Was selected at random for our AI, and it chose to write likely an accident. What? Is this true, Sunshine Tea?
That can't be true.
I was an unplanned birth, if that's what you mean.
You know what she looks like?
Thank you so much,
It's
Sunshine.
man.
Who?
It's man. Do you remember that guy?
Yeah.
That's what she looks like.
Was that a GameStop or was it a gas
Great
station?
data. So
I'll give
Probably
her credit.
GameStop.
I'll give her credit.
section number 2, where we started. Like most tech companies, we started with no money in our parents' garage. Fun fact, this is day 1 of starting our business. This was the first day.
Oh yeah, it is.
And then this was after only 1 year of business.
What the hell?
Is that a sweatshop?
Yeah,
No, they're not sweating. It's air conditioned.
sweating.
It's air conditioned. We pay them very well.
How much? How much?
About $15 a day. I mean, it's not terrible. Think about it.
8 hours of work. But for year 2, the small garage and limited resources wasn't cutting it. Seeking a bigger factory, we used our product or our profit to buy a
Just trying to skip past that. Okay. What is that? One security guard in their entire HQ. What the hell? Oh my god, dude. Okay. Yeah, let's see this. Diversity.
That's how quick Sir Shufflebottom is. Look at that. Ready? Let's try that again. Boom. Boom.
It's just gonna make Nathan laugh.
Employee perks. First, meet our team.
This one's gonna start a war.
We are for diversity. 90% of our employees are African Americans. So Brandon calling us racist. 90% of our employees are African American.
I still disagree.
Look at that. Thumbs up.
Stop with the black emojis.
Joe, we're trying to be
Mind the
inclusive.
black
That's actually racist of you for not wanting black emojis. Anyways, employees of the month. Here are some of our favorite employees.
They're all white.
So this is the big list of all of our employees of the month.
What the f? They're all white. What the f? So you put 90% employees.
Why is
and
everyone
your employees are white? What the hell's going on here?
That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, Brandon. Whoever performs the best that month gets employee of the month. It just so happens that 12 months in a row, they happen to be of Caucasian descent.
Let's see. Human resources.
Oh, human resources. This is my department. I love this department. HR. Our HR cases are made public to hold everyone accountable for their actions. Real case examples. Our employee Jessica was touched inappropriate in the workplace. To make it right, the perpetrator will now come forward and explain how and why he assaulted her. That was me. It happened. I couldn't help myself, and I'm sorry. Move on.
Do you have anything else to say, though? I feel like that's
Nope.
kind of a hat.
We gotta move on. We gotta keep going.
How and why. You just
How and
said-
why? So she was sitting there.
Why? Yeah.
So it was unfortunate,
you, Brandon.
unfortunate situation. She was sitting there, and I was carrying my lunch tray, and then I fell, and then she laughed at me. So when I was getting up, I kind of kicked her in the shin. But yeah, that's how it happened.
She said you groped her.
Nope, that didn't happen.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Did it say assaulted, like, or she was touched? What did it say?
It said touched
Technically, he could be within that.
Yeah, that's not
Well,
untrue.
That falls within that.
Yeah.
It's not a bad save. Okay, let's see. and to honor our African roots. That seems like it's gonna be a good surprise. How are they gonna have enough time for the punishment?
To honor our
Like 2 minutes
Dutch
left.
roots.
All
You
three
meant
of
to
the
say.
women on the call.
If you want to see the punishment, go to our next video, guys. It's probably gonna be it.
Agree with us.
Bro, they might get 0 hands.
And to honor our African roots, 2024's competition was last to take hand off Dodge Hellcat keeps it.
Look at Lawrence. Lawrence looks like Flight, dude.
Bad, but this is okay.
This is
Fine.
okay. Exactly, Brandon. You understand.
This one's okay, Brandon? Really?
But yeah.
Verified.
What's that mean? What is verified?
It was not okay.
He did the sound effect too.
So there's a lot of hood areas. We asked everybody from those areas if they petitioned. They all said yes.
That's the worst way to play.
One from Chris, his dog.
A dog's hand? Is that
Anybody else?
it? They got minus. They got minus. Nathan's walking away. You guys are wearing Hooters outfits.
Clearly, it's gonna be in another video.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next Friday, July 12th at 1 p.m. PST, we are dropping the Year 1 graphic tee to celebrate.
Ended there.
Yeah, it was good. As you said, it could have been condensed, but still good. The video I watched was like really, it was something else.
Let's see where it was. Yeah, but where's the... See, they don't even like have the Hooters video. There's like no like punishment video. They just said they're going to do the punishment and that was it.
Yeah. Because now, how do we know that they did it? Unless it's like on their Instagram or something like that.
Yeah.
But then it's like, if
Maybe.
you're not aware of that
I
and
don't
you're only
really care
watching
to
the
look.
YouTube stuff, then you're not going to know they did it.
They don't even upload shorts.
Strange.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they have a second channel. I don't know, man. Hold on. Let me look at the Instagram. But then I have to go back through like 6 months of content, which is like a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to assume they didn't do that.
Kind of an
Yeah, for some reason my screen wasn't loading for a second. I don't know what happened. So what do you think, Mr. Greg? What do you think of the video?
It was pretty good. I could see why and where it could have been condensed, but I assume, well, they don't upload shorts, but if they were, then that would have made sense to have like the full thing for people that were interested in that.
They do put videos on Instagram. It's just I didn't see any shorts on their, unless there's something different about the YouTube web app where you can't see the shorts in the same page, but that wouldn't make sense because I've been able to do that for ages on any other channel.
Yeah. I didn't even think that the Instagram posts were them specifically posting it.
I don't know.
Some of these,
I mean,
some of these presentations are like worse than the punishment.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess it's like the whole point, obviously, is still to embarrass them during the presentation. But yeah, I just don't get like. I just don't get. First of all, yeah, like I said before, like they shouldn't announce it at the beginning of the video. They should actually do it at the end of the video. And I just see no reason to see like why I should care that these guys are doing it if I don't know them, though. That's kind of like Impractical Jokers at the beginning. You don't know the people, but once you start to know them better, then it becomes more of a connection where it's like, oh, I want to see this guy punished. I don't want to see this guy punished, you know? But they have to start actually giving you some sort of reason to watch the full video and like feel like some sort of investment in them as people, as opposed to just, oh yeah, this is a guy doing something funny. Like I need character development, and you get that through punishments.
I feel like they probably put it in the beginning of the video because they didn't put the punishment in it at all. So
yeah, what if they just do that, like not only for clickbait, but sort of like to feel like there's stakes, and so you watch the video thinking like, oh my God, he's going to have to do that, or they're going to have to do that. And then they don't actually go through with filming it, but they're like, yeah, could you imagine them having to have done that? That's crazy.
Okay, so I posted the video on private chat. This one, we can watch the Nathan part. As far as I can remember, it was like crazy.
All right, hold on. I'm getting
you don't really need the punishment aspect to begin with, because like Mr. Turk said, the presentations are themselves punishments, but if you're gonna add it, you should like add all of it.
You're gonna get embarrassed no matter what.
But you want a reason. No, but you want a reason to root for the person during the challenges. You want to see like, you want stakes during the challenges, as opposed to just like, because like if there were no punishment, what stops them from just saying no to stuff, you know? Because like in the Impractical Jokers, you would get a thumbs down. Here, like if they laugh, they get like -1 hand in their total count, you know? But there needs to be a reason why they would fear getting -1 hand in their total count, you know, which is the punishment.
I think we can skip to just like 17:30.
17:38
for the Nathan part.
I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello.
To meet Nathan. He is going to be your host today. He is going to be presenting something that he made himself.
Yo, Alicia, you got a husband, Alicia?
Is that relevant?
Okay, that was pretty good.
Yeah. No, I'm not a part of those.
Yeah, so I am Nathan.
Dumbass screen shared in Discord.
We losing the don't want to lose the feed there.
Doom. Dumbass.
You can see a share screen option at the very bottom.
Oh, I see now. Yeah.
Here, let me try resharing.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Is going to be your host today. He is going to be presenting something that he made himself.
Yo, Alicia, you got a husband, Alicia?
Is that relevant?
Not part of those.
Keeps like lagging.
It does.
Yeah, hold on.
Yes, I am Nathan.
Dumbass screen shared in
All
Discord.
right. So
oh my God. You screen shared Discord, not Zoom.
Close stuff. I don't think it's the amount of tabs I have open though. I really don't have anything open.
Don't lag.
And I'm plugged in directly to the Ethernet. Well, I'm seeing on StreamYard, it's like buffering for me.
Yeah, it is buffering.
You can see a share screen option at the very.
Oh, I see you now. Yes, that's perfect. All righty, guys.
Mel, you should go Sneeko in his room with your shirt off.
Okay, Joe, I'm going.
Go.
Okay. 1 second.
What is Bennett doing?
He's sneaking. He's gonna sneak out.
The whole time?
I don't know.
So are they just in like one big house? They have like the family friendly house or something where they make
I
content?
don't know.
I mean, they're in California, so.
Look at them.
Oh, you know, speaking of which, you guys know Sophie Rain, like her and a bunch of other OnlyFans thoughts have something called the Bop House.
The Bop House?
Yeah, they literally called it the Bop House.
Why not just whorehouse?
Yeah.
Well, they basically called it that. I thought so too. It basically is called that. I pointed that out too.
Out. Hey! Out.
See, why would they do that when they make enough revenue to just live on their own?
He's unmuted doing this. He's asking for a kiss.
I don't know how to do.
The Bop House or what?
Yeah, the Bop House.
They want clout. They want, you know, oh my God, look at all these like content creators in the same house. It's like the Phase House, man.
I never followed that.
Do it.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. You know what? So my brother's gonna be joining me on this.
Why would he say brother?
He may
when he's trying to
jump
kiss
in
him?
here every once in a while.
They're brothers now.
Okay, so here we go. Imperfections of women and how to fix them. It's very important lecture. Before we start, this is a course on how to fix women, how to deal with their imperfections. With that being said, let's teach you guys how to deal with these clapped women.
Clap. So on the other one, I could see like they were trying to get reviews of their like services and their products, you know, but here are they just trying to get like, they're actually sharing this as like a course for people to learn here, or are they sharing this as like, you guys think this is ready? Because that's what they would do in Impractical Jokers. Like, do you guys think this presentation is ready to take on the road is sort of the premise. I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to get them to say here. We didn't watch the beginning, of course, but also I'm just wondering behind the scenes.
I don't
like,
remember.
what they're trying, like, how do they get people to come? Because people, are they really just coming for a free learning session that they see online? I don't know.
Good question.
Look at Bria, bro. She just got so upset.
Hello, I'm Nathan. That's me right there.
Bro, did he take this photo of himself and put it on Instagram and they just like screenshotted it from there, or like did they specifically have him do it for this presentation? Because usually, like,
I don't think they
in
can.
the Impractical Jokers, their format is like the other guys make the presentation for the two presenting, and I'm sure they somewhat do that here because that's like these guys are also trying not to laugh at the stuff that's put in. I don't know if they all work on it together, like as opposed to the Jokers, but you know, these guys, I mean, clearly there's like, I don't know. I would think they had to either have taken his photo from Instagram and been like, look at this funny photo. He put himself up, but look how zesty it is. Or
Might have shared it in the group chat or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like, he's like, just like guys, like, you know, guys sharing shit, like their balls and all that. And here he is just like looking zesty for them. Okay.
What? Great selfie that I took.
You said we're not allowed to use that picture.
We're gonna move on. I'm 32 years old of age, and I'm a part-time furry. What can I say? You know, I go out. It's a great time. I wish everybody would be a part of this community. It's fantastic. We're gonna move on to women not knowing what they.
And I just want to point out that one of the guys did say he said we're not allowed to use that picture, as in they probably ask like, you know, like he sends it to the group chat as a funny thing. It's like, don't use that on the show. Well, yeah. So I guess our question got answered there.
Most women want a dominant man. They just don't know it. Hey, ladies, you can agree with this, right?
I mean, that is just true.
How to show your dominance as a man. We're going to jump right into it. If you go to her house and she has a little dog, you're going to kick that motherfucker. You're going to kick it. You're just going to kick the dog.
Benny, I want you to go in there. You're going to say, did you say dominant man? And then just start feeling him up.
Anyways.
I heard you wanted a dominant
Okay.
man in your life.
Hey, pal. Hey. I'm doing a meeting right now.
I heard dominant man.
I am relying on these people.
Stop. I heard dominant man.
Okay, give me just a second, guys.
Dominant man. You want a dominant man?
Okay.
I can do that for you.
Hey, don't worry about him, guys. He's just. Here we go.
This is insane, dude.
Hey.
Okay. So.
Why's she fanning herself? Is she getting hot to this? What is going on?
Hot and bothered.
Yeah, what the hell?
Number 2. Poop with the door open like dogs.
Do you think they probably left this uncensored for the presentation, didn't they? Which is what they should do. That's funny.
No, they probably saw.
Nah, man, come on. I mean, it's probably not like, he probably doesn't have his cock out in there. I mean, it's probably like, in between his legs or whatever. They probably got an angle where it's like you just see the side of his legs and his ass and shit. Which would be funny to show.
Your territory and showing her exerts the dominance. I'm so sorry, bro.
Rick is dying, bro.
And look at Emma.
Method number 3. We're gonna move on here. Now, if you find a woman is disrespecting you, this is very important. Okay.
Yo, what the fuck?
Just sit on her. Just take a big old seat.
I'm leaving. This is pointless. I'm leaving.
Hey. We don't want any Zoom bombers.
They just have like the other guys in the call with the people like, but no face cam. What's the point in that? Why would you have no face cam on?
I don't know.
If they don't know you already, you're not known to who, like these people don't know who you are. Why couldn't you just have the other guys like show their face, like joking around, like as if they're one of the people there? I don't understand. They've had the jokers do it where like, huh?
Maybe so they can't read lips or whatever if they're saying something about the prank or whatever.
That's true.
Well, I was thinking about that, but at that point they could just kind of like turn off their camera for a second.
But then that would be strange for it to keep going on and off.
Sometimes people walk in the room and stuff, you turn your camera off for a second.
Yeah, but they're doing it like throughout. So it probably is better.
Yeah, but sometimes you just, I mean, if you're on an online class, sometimes people do that for a bit and then they turn themselves back on. And it could happen a few times.
Yeah, but it's not happening like every 5 minutes.
Okay, man. I'm just saying, like, for the sake of like seeming like this is because like, do you think they have an agreement with the other people in the call since every other person's showing their face that like you have to show your face during the call? Because, otherwise it's like if they see people that don't have their face cam on, they're probably gonna be less encouraged to show themselves, which makes for like, less entertaining of a Zoom call. So obviously like to encourage. Also, what the hell's happened with Hannah's example? Look at Hannah's face here. It's like so long. It's like an Easter egg island head. Easter Island head.
They probably made up some excuse for like they have some technical difficulties or whatever for those two people, but they're making an exception.
Maybe. That makes sense.
We don't want any Zoom exploders in this room.
You know it's not okay to say this, right? Are you in college? Because like I'm gonna get your school's information.
No, I'm not in college. I'm 32 years old, pal. So quick.
I don't believe that.
Go to sleep if you want to dominate women. That's me sleeping.
Wow.
Sleeping again. I just be.
Bro, mouth breathes in his sleep, not mewing.
But
okay.
Yep. Like sleeping vertically, it's hard to not open your mouth because gravity.
No, but on all of the shots of him sleeping, it's all just mouth open.
Yeah.
No, dude, go back, bro. Dude, you skipped way too fast, dude.
Okay, there it is. Yep, sleeping in the bush. Don't worry about that.
Wait, so
let's
you're
go.
32, unemployed, and you get drunk in public and fall asleep like a homeless man, and also you're a blatant misogynist.
No.
Should I go in there and start crawling around?
No, you should go in there and say, when are you going to be done scamming these people?
I don't believe this guy's 30 or 32 or whatever. These guys look like they are like like either like college grads or just in college.
Yeah, early 20s.
When are you going to get done scamming them? I want to go to the park.
Done scamming them is crazy. Look at Albert, bro. He's like pondering.
A man like me deserves multiple gifts. How to cheat on your woman. Now, listen, this isn't me saying this.
I thought you wrote this presentation.
Well, I did.
Your thoughts?
Okay, I did, but yeah, I mean, we're going to move into it. So we're going to pay your therapist to gaslight her into thinking she's the problem. If she somehow ends up in a wheelchair.
Oh, dude.
She can't follow you when you leave to cheat.
Bennett.
That's not bad, dude. It's a joke.
So by dominate, did you mean to assault the woman? Is that what you meant? this whole
No,
time?
you're getting the whole wrong
Because I
idea.
think
This
you're
is
beginning to reveal your true
Okay.
intentions.
I would never buy this.
You guys
class,
understand?
ever.
Okay,
I
no,
would
okay,
never
listen.
buy
You know
this.
that's a
Besides-
felony. You just made a threat to
listen.
disable a woman.
This class is not
That's a
ready to
felony.
sell to the public.
Listen. Everybody, you guys are b***ing this class right now. I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, keep going
Okay,
with yourself.
so quick. Stand still if women have rights.
Bro, sweating.
I stood still. I don't know about you guys.
Click, dude. Click.
Bro, what the hell?
Yo, what the fuck?
Why did they like censor like that? That looks like he still has shorts on. Why did they censor the twerking? You can't show twerking with pants on.
You know,
That's
how
against
YouTube
TOS.
is.
Why does he have videos like these?
The boys, man. Except for
I
that
don't
dress
think
one, that
videos
was
like
just kind of odd. Well, is the twerking more odd or is the dress more odd?
Dress, definitely.
Yeah, definitely the dress.
You sure that was you standing still right there?
Maybe women don't have rights. I don't know. All right, moving on. Speaking of women's rights, can you believe women believe they deserve
insane.
equal pay to men? Now this is the kicker. Maybe if they were strong like me, they could do the hard labor jobs. You know what I mean? Now,
Oh my god, the usefulness scale.
this is why they don't deserve equal pay. Usefulness scale, as you can see, we have this here.
Dude, Lean's been standing still this entire time.
Men get
Eileen, her name's
Doesn't it up
Eileen.
to 100?
give me more pleasure than women, therefore should be paid more. That is
Whoa.
Once he gets a little more out, can you go in and,
Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad.
and say, "Are you done scamming them yet?"
Wait for the video. Wait for the video to come up.
That's where we're at. Everything else, women. Yeah, so this is just like a little. Yeah, I mean, you can get the gist of that. Women's rights, everything.
They're a lot more like blatant than the jokers are oftentimes in their presentations too.
Yeah.
Like the jokers will kind of like have jokes where it kind of implies something like this, or like, you know, it seems like they're trying to say something else, but it clearly comes across wrong and people laugh at that. But here it's just kind of like, or they have like a reveal at the end, because there was one where it's like who not to expect a good tip from, and there was like a bunch of different like groups of people. It's like blacks, elderly, women, and then it was like one of them, or the last one was like everyone never expect a good tip, and then they're like, oh, okay. And then there was like one more group that comes up and it's Egypts, like plural Egypts. So you see, that's the joke. Yeah, you see, but like here it's just they kind of just go with it like all the way through to the point where it's like, I mean, first of all, it doesn't even seem like it's believable that these are just really stupid people that made like a bad presentation. It just comes off too much as, yeah, this just has to be a joke, you know?
Yeah,
that's true.
Everything else.
I don't get it. Can you explain that one?
Yeah,
Can you
no
go
worries.
back and
So,
explain that?
so women rights are on this side, then everything else is on this side, and I
Is
run
that
over
you
to
running
everything
towards
else.
everything else? Okay.
It could be, it could not be. What do you want?
Okay.
Are you doing the Zoom scam thing again, where you invite people but don't pay them?
No, we're paying these people. These are great people.
Did he say we're not getting paid again? Hold on. Wait. Nathan, can you ask your brother to
I'm
repeat what he
leaving.
just said?
Okay, don't listen to these guys are Zoom bombers. They're all Zoom bombers. Don't listen to them. We are paying you. That is obligated in the contract. We had a verbal contract.
You asshole.
We had a verbal contract, and we did all this
fuck was
together.
that?
Pause.
It's not
As they
real.
go-
Clearly one of those guys.
Real woman?
Yeah, pretending to be an old woman.
So far. Also, any questions?
Is this a scam?
Hey, iPhone 2, you're looking real nice today, by the way. I just want
Okay,
to say.
here we go. Now, please don't harass the members that came. This may come as a surprise. Right hand or left hand to the man above. But when I talk to women, they are usually afraid of me.
Yeah, maybe because you push them down the stairs and assault them and put them in wheelchairs.
No,
I can see an
don't do that.
Indian making a
Zoom bomber.
presentation.
How do
like
I kick?
Yeah,
That's
I
great.
mean, they'll be like, on Amazon you can buy chloroform. Look up chloroform for women. That's actually like somebody was doing like search results on Amazon. Yeah, well, to use on them. I swear that was like one of the search results. Let me see if I can pull it up. I could probably show it to us if I can find it on Twitter.
Oof.
Let me look it up. Have to look up like Amazon India or something. You could also buy like dry cow poop cakes.
Yeah, it's a delicacy. You wouldn't understand.
Okay, here's one. Hold on, let me switch to this one. So there were like women results. Let me see. Maybe I should open the image in a new tab.
Vibratitor?
Yeah, so vibratitor for the girls. Vibratory machine for the girl vagina. Vibratory for the girl. Vibratitor for the girl's vagina inside. Vibratory. Yeah, so it's just a bunch of that they're looking up. Here are the cow poop cakes, which I mean, I can open that I guess on a different page, but here it is. Chloroform deep sleep spray, chloroform spray Behush original, chloroform sleeping spray, chloroform liquid.
What else was it kind of supposed to? What else was it supposed to be? Fuck, I cannot talk. Liquid. Is there another form?
Let me see if I could find the original tweet.
Chloroform?
I don't even know what do you use chloroform
let me see. I think
for?
I found the original.
Like, what is the intended purpose of it?
Here it is. Here's the.
Isn't it for like
Hold on,
anesthesia?
look at this.
Like,
look at this. Like, look at the last result. Chloroform spray for kidnap.
yeah. That's what they put on your nose to pass you out in movies.
No, yeah, I get.
No, but
that's
yeah,
like
they straight up just say it.
But what would you actually use it for? Like outside of
for
criminal
kidnap.
behavior?
They literally looked it up. Kidnap.
No, I mean, like, what is the actual legal purpose of it?
Oh, I think. Like,
Isn't it used as like a cleaner or something? Hold on, I'm looking it up. It's used as a solvent. It's used as a solvent used to extract and purify substances like vitamins, alkaloids, antibiotics, and flavors. It can also be used in organic chemistry, photography, to make dyes, drugs, and pesticides. Refrigerant, used to make refrigerants like chlorofluorocarbon. Plastics, used to make plastics, especially vinyl chloride. Dry cleaning, used as a spot remover in dry cleaning. Fumigant, used as a fumigant for grain. Fire extinguisher, used in fire extinguishers to lower the freezing temperature of carbon tetrachloride. Anesthetic, in the past, was used as an anesthetic to reduce pain during medical procedures, but it's no longer used due to harmful effects. Apparently used to control screwworm in animals as well.
Yeah, it's a solvent, mainly.
I guess, yeah.
Chloroform spray for kidnap.
Oh my god, on the cow poop. This is like one of the cow poop hold on, reviews. Its taste not good. Feels like added mud. Its taste not good. Yeah. They're upset about the purity of the cow poop patty.
It's just like the dirt all over again.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, here's ones. Here are ones that. Oh my god, this one's good too. Hold on. Let me open some of these in new tabs, dude. These are crazy. Oh,
tastes not good.
These sexual enhancement ones are actually really funny. Well, this one's kind of sad, but here we go. So, virginity capsule for first night blood, virginity blood capsule, virginity capsule, virginity capsule blood for women, virginity pills capsule first night, virginity tablet, virginity hymen blood capsule for first night. Yeah, you know why they need that?
To not get killed.
That is an unfortunate situation. Well, because there's a lot of men on trains and in public, that like to, the Indian men, they like to do certain things that we will not mention, but there would be a reason that, the likelihood of an Indian woman being a virgin would probably be very low, and not for the reasons you'd think here. Anyway, And then here's one: penis, penis men, penis increase oil, penis control pill, penis enlarge oil.
I don't. I don't think it works that way.
This is funny. I don't know why. Like, there's no way this stuff is sold on Amazon India anyway. Like a lot of this stuff, but they're just trying to see. For some reason, they think they can buy this stuff online. Indians. Yeah.
Where would you usually buy
Let's go back to Zoom
chloroform?
classes. Was there even a punishment?
Yes,
you like to know?
Nathan gets punished at the end of the video.
Oh, does he
So
actually?
not only did he get embarrassed in Zoom, he also got embarrassed in public. So,
Okay.
and it keeps getting worse. We cannot hear.
Is it muted?
I cannot hear.
Give it time. He's got
Oh.
the delay.
Yeah, that's like StreamYard's fault. That's StreamYard's fault.
1 pound fish.
Hold on. Yeah, because they cut off screen share audio when you share a tab that doesn't have audio.
Yeah.
Or I guess when you flip tabs. I don't know. It's weird, man. Like, it's stupid. I don't know why I can't just flip back to the tab.
Same with this.
Yeah, baby, because you push them and assault them and put them in wheelchairs.
No.
What the?
I don't do that, Zoom Bomber. How do I kick people? Where's the kick button?
No, he's gonna kick me, dude.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. You guys are all getting muted. I apologize.
He's actually bad.
For example, when I see a woman I find attractive, I go up, grab her and whisper in her ear, "Come play with me, sugar."
Look at Francisca, dude. Confused as hell, bro.
And it never works. I don't know what to say about it, but it doesn't work. And this is all woman's fault. Who agrees with me? Let's debate, because I think grabbing the is a good first move.
This is definitely an Indian presentation.
Let's debate, because I think grabbing that is a good idea.
Why she not show me vagine?
Buddies, you're gonna get punched, dude.
I agree, Michael.
A woman, could be somebody, a brother to the woman, all of that. That's just wrong.
That's what I'm saying, but sometimes I just can't help myself. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, were you traumatized as a child, Nathan?
Michael, we should roundhouse.
No, I just have really shitty ass friends. That's what it is.
Do you consider yourself a follower or a leader?
I consider myself a leader.
That's why he's teaching us.
You can get.
Who the hell's saying you can get? Is it that Michael guy? It's annoying as hell.
Yeah.
And help for that.
Look at him. He's so sad.
Dude, that therapist is.
He's so bad.
No, maybe you're right. Maybe I need to go to therapy.
You can get. All right.
Dude.
Hey guys, ready? Come on, let's demonstrate. Hey, come on.
Don't do her.
Come on. Hey.
Don't do her.
See, like, this is worse than the punishment.
As you guys have seen, I've just gotten smacked in
You're getting
the
punished in
face.
every single way, regardless.
Yeah, he got railed.
I don't even know what the punishment is in this video.
I know it's definitely not worse.
God, and that's why I made.
Well, you're supposed to get embarrassed in the challenges as well, but they're supposed to not be easy to like complete. But the punishment is still, supposed to be worse because it's like targeted toward you.
This presentation to spread that awareness. Now, thank you. Now, everybody, I would love to see. So, if you guys enjoyed this class and you think it's ready to go to the public, please raise your hand.
Just like you said.
Yeah, so they do. I mean, they did mention that they pay them, but yeah.
Put an emoji of raising your hand in the chat. Let's keep them going. Everybody, raise their hand. Just
You got a chick saying yeah.
That hand. if you think this is
Nobody's
great.
raising.
Just raise that hand, guys. Just make sure to raise your hand.
Nobody's raising.
Just put your hand up.
I think.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Only one. Jesus.
You said only one, but what are these ones doing? I mean, is it like they put the emoji somewhere else in the chat or something?
I don't know.
Unsure.
All right. Yeah, bro, can I ask you something? Where are you going to post this? Which social media platform are you going to post?
Yeah, so I'm newsflash, I'm not actually a woman hater. This was for
Albert, first of all, Nathan, I forwarded all your information to the local authorities. I looked you up online.
Yeah.
Number two, Albert, if you want to see this video, I'm sure it'll be played at his court trial.
I agree. That's probably.
Yeah, we're gonna skip to the punishment. Okay, so there is a punishment in this one.
In this video.
Yeah.
You raise your hand if you agree.
How did he end up shirtless?
I guess he never put it back on.
Yeah.
With my upcoming presidency. Who agrees with me?
There's no one. There's one. There's two.
Why is that motherfucker up there putting like his legs in the shot?
No clue.
And put your hand up if you consent to have your name, address, and password sold to China. That's another lie. Don't even worry about that.
Nathan, you got beat. Nathan, you're done. You lost.
Dude, Nathan, we tried so hard. That was the biggest real-time grief of all time.
Bennett, go yourself.
Thank you. All right, so the slam poetry punishment fell through. We couldn't get a venue in time, so we have a new punishment for Nathan. We all know what it is, but you guys together don't. Nathan doesn't have this together.
I lost 30 minutes of sleep last night.
30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Why would they like tell you that the punishment was different at the beginning of the video, and then like when it goes through, they don't just record a new one at the beginning and then have like say, okay, now Nathan's punishment is a surprise at the end, and then keep the poetry idea for later so they don't spoil it as far as like a future episode idea.
Transparency.
No, man, you gotta keep that idea to keep things entertaining, I guess. You know, man.
30. Long time. That's a long time for a big boy like me, man. I need my sleep.
First world problems.
You want to know what your punishment is?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll find out when we get there.
Yeah.
We're going to a fucking ballpark. Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's a lot.
Oh my god. The Bark Park.
All right, buddy.
All right, little boy. This is crazy. All right, so let's start out with this one. Put on your little doggy outfit real quick. Come on. Come on.
I'd much rather do the poetry. I'm not even gonna lie.
All right, you're almost dressed.
How do you zip it up? Isn't it zip?
Why are you looking at me like I made it? I didn't make this.
And they're getting rowdy.
Dude, I don't fuck with that,
They're
bro.
getting rowdy. Now, where's your tail? We got you a little heart leash. A little heart leash.
Oh my god.
Come here, Bob. Come here.
This is the most punishment ever.
Hey, Nathan.
Let him
Come
know.
on, Nene.
Let's go, Nene.
Let's go, Nene. There we go. Good boy.
Good boy, Nene.
That's good. Yeah, he's been a bad boy.
He's been a real bad boy. We gotta bring him to the dog park, get his energy out. You know what I mean? Gotta get his energy out. He's been a real bad boy.
Good boy, Nene. Come on. Let's go.
Good boy.
So it's just walking him around in that outfit.
Bro, I don't know, like.
Yeah, that is not the same level at all.
But like, just add up all of the fucking humiliation he had to go through. I would never do this. Let's just leave it at that.
Good boy, Nathan.
Oh, whoa.
Down. Hey. Ah.
Sit.
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 Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Here.
Want a treat?
Want a treat?
Oh, who wants a pretzel?
Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Let me scratch you.
Why don't any of the dogs want?
It would have been funny if they fed him cat food.
Yeah. Play with you. I don't know, man.
Oh,
Nene.
Nene.
It's Nene.
He does tricks too. Ask him to do a trick.
Do a trick, Nene. Show him a trick.
Sit up. Look. Nene, look.
It would have been funny if it's like, all right, now, Nathan, now your punishment's over if you just eat this cat food. And that's like the twist to it. That would have been funny.
Whoa. Good boy. Thank you guys so much for watching another Family Friendly Friday. Make sure you guys go to familyfriendlyfans.com, cop one of those He's emerged. You want to give him
But yeah, they do numbers on YouTube, man. Like regardless, they get 4.6 million views on this.
Yeah. But still. Bro just got cooked. Nathan.
No recovery from that.
Yeah. And also, like, the pictures and fucking videos he had on that presentation. Like, you don't share those. Even if they're your bros.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, some of the. I mean, he did say like one of them don't share that one, but I take it that they know they're gonna share some of the ones that they send to the chat with each other.
It was one of the like normal ones, like normaler ones, compared to the fucking femboy dress one.
Well, there you go. So anyway, Wigger. What would you like to tell the audience out of everything? What do they need to know? What's the message? What's your message to the world?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss of words.
Greg, what's your message to the world? If you were to tell the audience something, you know, what do they need to know?
1 pound fish.
1 pound fish?
1 pound fish.
What kind of fish?
Very, very good.
What kind?
Very, very cheap.
Like what?
What do you mean, like what? I just told you what.
Give an example.
No.
Before we go, what do you use as a toothpaste? Do you use toothpaste?
Coconut oil and baking soda.
I've heard Paul Saladino saying you shouldn't always brush with baking soda.
He was saying there was like a certain thing he was saying. I forget exactly what it was. It was like not to brush too hard of baking soda is what he said.
Yeah.
I
But
just use the
what does that
toothbrush
mean?
most of the time, and then if I rinse, it's mostly with just coconut oil.
How do you measure
Baking soda.
if it's too hard or not? How do you measure it?
Not how I've been brushing when I was a kid.
What used to bleed?
No, Jesus. I mean, at that point, I think I would know. Yeah, I'm brushing a little too hard. No. I used to brush a lot harder, and now I just kind of do it lightly, quickly.
It never used to
sometimes
bleed.
No. Sometimes I'll just like cave in and use regular toothpaste if I'm really tired. So I don't do it every day.
Apparently, fluoride is very bad.
It is.
I thought it was good.
But at least I'm not swallowing it.
Yeah, I've been lied to. I've also been told that seed oils were fine.
You've been told
In
wrong, boy.
moderation.
All right.
Then I've learned that the dude who was responsible for the banning of, or not the banning, the switch McDonald's made from tallow to seed oils, like sue them and shit. He was a member of a specific people.
I was going the exact way I was thinking. Anyway,
I'm not going to say what.
I'm not going to tell you who this specific group is.
I'm not going to say
They are the
what
Jews.
race, what people.
It was a Jewish doctor.
Anyway, that's been the podcast ever. Bye.
That's been the podcast.
I just did the thing, man.
the podcast
ever.
Podcast ever. Bye, Wigger.